Ta-da! Hey, let me bring this chat up. There it is.
Want me to do it?
Yeah. What's up, everyone? I think we finally have this down. Well, Zach already had this down, but I'm getting better at this. I'm learning more about OBS, and these streams are gonna go a lot smoother. I'm excited to be here, and we have Mr. Zach Morris along for the ride again. Many of you have met him last time. He's still working for me right now. He's getting everything set up. But we are going to be watching Accident Man today. So obviously I can't show you guys the whole film because of copyright issues, and we want you to buy the film. So hopefully you guys have the film and we can watch it at the same time and comment about it, talk about our favorite scenes, and please ask me any questions that you'd like. And also Zach, if you don't know Zach, please get to know him. He's my fiance. We've been together for 9 years. There
Almost
he is.
10, come on.
God, almost 10. Yeah.
Well, technically, we've been together 10 years, but we didn't make it official until like January, right? So
January
10 years
16th.
officially. January 16th.
Yeah. Pretty great. So he's my right hand, left hand man, everything man. My only man. How is this? Is the mic good?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, cool. Is there any way we can drop this? Or no?
Hmm?
Is there any way we can drop this?
Sure, you just did.
Okay, so go like this. And then...
I wouldn't do that.
No?
No, because then,
Okay.
yeah, I would do it like...
Ooh, there we go. That's great.
I got you.
Thank you. And Dan said, "Is he your accident man?" I don't know about that. I don't know how to answer that.
Not yet.
What's up, Yaz? What's up, Psycho? What is up, Beth? Oh, wow, a lot of great people here. Thank you for being here. Do you want to introduce yourself? I did like a short introduction.
Hi, my name's Zack.
Anything else?
No, yeah, I'm Amy's fiance. For those of you guys that don't know me, happy to be here, enjoying all of Amy's success in this film. This is actually my favorite film of hers. Just goes to show you with this film, especially when you're starting out as an actor, I think sometimes it's better to have a supporting role because it gives you more allowance to be creative with the character. A lot of times lead roles, leading men and women, a lot of those roles are kind of they're not as interesting as the supporting cast that surrounds them often. I believe. True. So yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Oh look, DJ said attack the stack. They already know about you.
Yeah, so I do a thing on Twitch called Attack the Stack. I'm a big long time lifetime gamer, hardcore gamer. I do a stream on Twitch. If you guys are familiar with Twitch, you guys want to stop by. Right now I'm streaming Tuesdays through Thursdays. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific time. We usually go about a few hours. Amy's on the show every now and then. In fact, this coming week, on Tuesday and Thursday of next week, we're going to be doing a special event. My favorite franchise in video games is Final Fantasy. So I've recently started going back through Final Fantasy VII, and I had this idea to have Amy on the show on Tuesday and Thursday next week and play the first hour of every Final Fantasy 7 through 15, except for the MMOs. So if you guys want to come see what she thinks of Final Fantasy, she's going to be playing the first hour of every Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9 on Tuesdays, or on Tuesday, and then on Thursday 10, 12, 13, and 15.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun and cool to see the progression of all the games like that. Eddie said that we're on screens at a cigar lounge. The Marines approve. Oh God. What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? Thank you for all you do. If that's true, and it's Eddie saying it, so I believe him.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for all you do. We can't thank you guys enough, especially around the holidays. Right now, I know you guys sacrifice a lot to defend the country, and even more than that, than just defend. I don't think our armed forces get enough credit with representing the country in a dignified and respectful way out there. There's a lot of ways you can do things, but you guys do it right. You carry the torch, and you make us proud. So thank you for all of that.
Thank you.
I hope you can get some time around your family soon this holiday season.
I hope all of you can. I hope you have a wonderful holiday. But let's get into it. So yeah, Attack the Stack, definitely check that out, and hopefully we'll see you guys next week on that. But I would like to get started on the stream of Accident Man. So if anybody has the film, let's start it up. I will press play in. We do a 5-second countdown.
Sure.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me turn the volume down and pressing play.
And my only regret is I'm not smoking one with you guys, so have one for me.
All right, so we are starting this now. So this film, if you are new to it, it stars Scott Adkins, and it also stars Ashley Greene, Ray Stevenson, Ray Park, Michael Jai White, and a lot of other wonderful actors, and I got to play along too. This is a really fun film. It's British comedy based off of a comic book, and I thought they did a really good job on this film, so I'm excited to watch it again.
The film just started. We just started playing it. We see Ray Stevens' name up on the screen right now. Now David Paymer. So we just started the film if you're joining us now.
Yes. And please feel free to ask any questions. We're going to answer everything that we get to. Oh, what's up, Lee? Yeah. So, like Zack said, this is one of his favorite films that I've done. This is one of my favorite films, too. It's so entertaining, fun, and I just love comedy and action comedy. It's a dark one. And it's directed by Amy Johnston, who actually started out as a stuntman, and he still does stunt work, so he's very good with action.
Fun fact, Amy's brother's name is Jesse Johnston.
Hey.
It's a little random similarity there.
The beginning of this is really, really cool. I think it's a great hook in the beginning of this film. And again, guys, I would show you this film, but due to copyright issues, I'm not going to do that. And I also the film.
Not necessary. They're here for the commentary.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, all of her films came without commentary, so this was a great opportunity for her to use technology to leverage her platform on YouTube and her channel to talk to you guys, the fans, the supporters of not only her, but great action movies like this. This movie is really underrated.
Actually, you know what? It just got voted in the top 10 on the Ringer of 2018 action films. But, you know, there's like little there's websites that know about it. There's people that know about it, but it's kind of a small.
Yeah, I was just lamenting. I do my shower laments So I'll be in the shower and she'll be like brushing her teeth or whatever, and I'll be like talking about all these things I think are wrong with the industry and how we can make them better. And I was just talking about superhero films, and they're all very formulaic in my opinion. But this one is not. This one's it's funny. It's got a great sense of humor, that British, that European sense of humor that I really like. And it plays out more like a traditional action film, not a heavy reliance on CG.
Yeah, which is super refreshing. And a lot of Scott Adkins films are like that. He's a great martial artist and he can act. As you see in this film, he's a good actor. You know, I thought this was one of his best films as an actor and a film in general. He co-wrote this film with Stu Small, and he was also producer on this. So he had a lot to deal with on this film, and I was very impressed with how he got everything done.
All right, I can start reading off some of these questions
please.
for you if you'd like.
Absolutely.
So the first one I see is, was your character written as an American from the get-go, or was that changed when you were cast? That's from Jade Owl.
That's a good question, Jade Owl. Good to see you, by the way. I haven't seen you around in a while. It was open. There was no specifics to it. So I just did what was most comfortable to me, and that was just American. And I thought it worked well.
Second question comes from our friends over at the Film Combat Syndicate.
What's up?
How did Jesse How did Jesse reach you for this movie? He plays very close to the chest with his project, so your audition was a delightful surprise.
Thanks, Lee. Good to have you here, first of all. So it was interesting how they reached out to me. First off, Scott told Jesse that he wanted to work with me, so Jesse reached out to me directly in like a conversation at a coffee shop, and Jesse and I had already worked together, but Scott had wanted to work with me for a while. He said he wanted me for this role. So we ended up working it out that way, and actually my management team was working closely with Scott's management team, and we were able to make it work. But Scott and I had wanted to work together for a while, and that's really how it got to be. I love this first fight scene, by the way. This is a great introduction to his character. Great.
That was a great cutaway.
It's a quick little, thank you.
Adam Vinson wants to know, what was it like to have a fight scene with Scott Adkins?
Scott is obviously very talented. And I think it was very interesting to see him do the choreography with me on this film, because a lot of times he's doing like 4 hits on a person and knocking them out. And with me, it was a lot of back and forth, or I was beating him up a lot for quite a while, and you don't rarely see that. So I thought it was cool to see him do a really long take of more back and forth. And he's really, really easy to work with. He's great. He understands his distance, his timing, his spatial awareness. He's really great, obviously.
We've got a question from Tremoloco, our friend Tremoloco. I know he's been at several of these.
Yeah.
Amy, how did you go about creating your character?
I did a lot of research on the Ripper. Jack the Ripper. and I looked up like all the time of like all the incidents of stories of Jack the Ripper, and understanding like why people were afraid of him and what was so interesting about him. And then also like just trying to create a female character that is villainous but also is interesting to watch, and you care about her for some reason, but you also hate her. I was really working at getting that balance of like, you care but you don't care, like you want her to die, because it was the first time that I really got to play a villain, so I got to kind of be a little more crazy with my acting, exaggerate a little bit more and not be so natural, and really play with it, and that was fun. I just have to say the introduction to all these characters is my favorite part of the film. Just seeing all these crazy, colorful characters is the best part of this film. So good. Okay.
Got a question, I think, from DJ Pulliam. What's up, DJ?
Hey.
Nice to see you again. You've been posting some very cool videos on the channel. Would you make your own Accident Man like video?
Would I make an Accident Man film?
Accident Man like video.
Like video? Yeah. I mean, I would love to. Look, guys, we both want to create so much. It's just a matter of time. We have so many freaking cool ideas. He has so many cool ideas, and it's just about getting them done. But
we've had several ideas that are very Accident Man like, dating back at least 6 months ago. But with all the traveling we've been doing with her work schedule and dealing with other things
and building companies, like, we're doing a lot. It's coming. So we're getting there. But yes, absolutely.
Getting a space, permits to film, it's complicated, but we'll get there.
Yeah. One of my favorite directors is Quentin Tarantino, and I love the brutality in a lot of his films, and I want to play with that. Yes, absolutely.
Dan.
What?
Dan has a question.
Uh-oh.
Let's watch this.
This is Michael Jai White and Ray Park. Awesome duo right there.
Michael Jai, fun fact again. I'll be dropping fun facts all stream. Fun fact, Michael Jai White we used to go to the gym he went to. We switched because I had a few that's a whole nother story, but I had a few accidents with the staff there. Yeah. But Michael Jai White used to go. We used to always see him. Fun fact,
he goes to like every gym around town because all my friends are like, yeah, I go to this gym. He's always there. Like, he just hops around.
He's a really nice guy.
He actually started a YouTube channel giving like tips and tricks and talking about martial arts and fitness, which is awesome because it's cool to get his perspective.
Yeah. So back to Dan's question. We didn't forget you, Dan. Would you personally ever lick the sword before you chop someone's head off? Dan, oh, hey. That money was not real, by the way, and the director was like, after he saw the shot, he was like, that doesn't look real at all. Would I lick the sword, Dan? I mean, yeah, I always thought maybe it'd be cool to lick the sword after if I was a psycho and like lick the blood off. I don't know about before. I wish I could show you all of this, but hopefully you are watching it with me. This was one of my favorite scenes to shoot right here because I got to play and have fun with brutality and just smile and wink while I'm killing people. Got a question from CJ Etherington. Your favorite wine? I like questions like this. You guys can absolutely ask questions about the film, makes sense, but if you guys have any other questions that are
go crazy.
Well, don't go crazy.
Go crazy.
We won't answer those.
Go this crazy.
But if you guys have any other questions, feel free to ask them. Favorite wine? Favorite
wine? I really love red wines and red blends. So I like a good, in general, I'll go with like a house cab. That's like the most simple thing for me. But I really like Spanish red wines. I don't know specifics, but I know that we went to a Spanish red wine tasting, or wine tasting in general, and all the red Spanish wines were so
it was the theme or the concept was Spanish wines versus American wines.
And Spain won for me.
Yeah.
Easily. What about you? Yeah. That was a good question, though. I like that question.
What did you think of the dark humor of the film? Would you like to see more films like this? That comes from Psycho Gold Videos.
What's up, Psycho Gold? Yes, I love it. Movies really break you from reality, and I think that's a really fun part about films is they give you something to be entertained by, and entertainment can be crazy and fake, or it can be real, but I'm really interested in like all out brutality and humor. I love the dark aspects of this. Ray Stevenson is one of the best actors I've ever worked with. When he comes into a room, he demands everything, and I learned so much just from watching him. Go ahead.
Freddie Rich says, hello, Amy. How are you?
What's up, Freddie? How are you? I'm good.
Jinzo 2400 says, what are you doing next movie-wise?
That's a good question.
We talk about the documentary, and we just wrapped on Eve.
Yeah, let's do that. Oh god, this was my favorite character. Oh, you just missed him. Anyways, if you're watching, you gotta see Pete. He's crazy. So we just got back from Boston a while ago, and New York actually. In Boston, I was stunt doubling Jessica Chastain on a film called Eve, which is a action drama, and I got to work closely with her, and we as the stunt team and the whole production, we created some really cool action. So I'm excited for that. And then I finished this Stunt Woman's documentary. It's based off of a book. It really goes in depth of the stunt woman's journey from an early age of like in the 1920s when women were acting and doing their own stunts at the same time, and then when men started taking over and wigging as women, and we just went through the history of stunt women and also the future stunt women. We talked about everything, and it's a really cool documentary. Zack actually got me that gig because he knew the director, and we met and we hit it off.
You got yourself the gig. I just
that was the right thing to say.
Hold on, are you cutting away?
No, not yet. Sorry.
I see something here from my man Game Day Sam. All right, go ahead.
Sorry, this is my favorite scene because first of all, I got to flip a knife out and check my makeup, which I thought was fun. And I got to drink a big beer, and I got to act with all of these amazing actors in one room. And I actually had like 5 more lines there, but we cut them because it was a little crazy. Okay, go ahead.
Game Day Sam says my question got already answered. So Zach, what's up with the look?
The look?
I don't know what you mean by that, but
what's up with the look? What do you mean?
I don't know. Let me know what you mean by that, Game Day.
Oh, maybe because last time you had like a big beard or something?
Oh, I shaved? Just cleaning up a little bit. I don't know.
And if you have any questions for Zach too, besides, well, I guess that was a question.
This is an interesting statement or comment from Glaive Asier. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. I liked the movie until he meets the girlfriend of his dead ex. I couldn't bear this character and stopped watching it a few minutes after. I'm sorry to be the one to say negative things. No, that's Ashley Green's character, right?
Yeah, it's Ashley Green's character. It's okay. It's not negative. Any comments are great.
It's negative, but it's fine.
It's fine. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad thing.
Negative, positive, it's fine as long as you can explain it. It's an opinion.
Yeah, it's fine.
I've done that many times. I've watched a film and I didn't like certain characters. I've stopped watching. That's totally valid. Yeah. Totally reasonable. Yeah. Thanks for sharing. As long as it's not her character. No, and
it's okay if you don't like my character, because I didn't want you to like her. Like I wanted you to hate her. But that's okay. Sometimes characters are written for you not to like them anyways. So maybe that worked out well.
CJ Etherington again. Is Android 17 your love?
Android 17? My brother? No.
Okay.
You mean okay.
Moving on.
I love Android 18, and I love him.
Do you plan to do more movies with Scott Adkins in the future? Freddie Rich.
Yes, Freddie Rich, definitely. I would love to do more films with him. And Michael J. White and Ray Park and all these guys are fantastic. I actually have a film. It's been in pre-production for a long time. It's on my IMDb. I'm sure several of you have seen it. It's with Michael J. White, so hopefully that comes to fruition at some point.
That's still going on?
Yeah, things take so long, and some things don't ever happen, some things do, but yeah, I would obviously love to work with all those guys.
Got a comment from our friend Genghis Polanco up in NYC. What styles did you and Scott use in your fight scene with Scott? That's
a good question. So we had Tim Mann, the choreographer and second unit action director, usually on Scott's films, and he choreographs most all the action with Scott. So it was Tim Mann's choreography, and he's really great. He put some kickboxing and some jiu-jitsu and taekwondo in it, maybe like a little JKD, a mixture of a lot of things, and obviously the sword work as well.
Vodor? Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly as well. If you were invited to play Sonya Blade for Mortal Kombat, would you accept it?
Yes, of course, I would accept it.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on who invites me, but if the script is good and the character is well done, that's the key.
I thought that's what you were gonna say first and foremost.
I mean, it doesn't depend on who the character is. It depends on the script and how the character is written. So like Sonya Blade could be written terribly, and I wouldn't be interested. Or you know, it's about the team and the script.
That's funny because we were talking about this last night. So Amy gets emails all the time from. She gets scripts sent to her all the time, and people ask her, "What did this person say?" And I was just like laughing at it, like not
which recently, yesterday.
Yeah, we were talking about last night.
MMA
someone
film?
someone said something, and then I was just like, the response was clearly to me, "Well, is the script any good?"
Oh
Remember?
yeah, somebody was like, "Are you interested in doing an MMA film in Canada?"
Yeah,
I was like,
people ask her things like that all the time, and it's just like it has very little to do with the subject matter as much as it does. Is it any good? Is it well written?
Yeah.
Does it make sense? Are there good characters?
Yeah, it's
So
very well said.
if you're one of those people who wants to reach out to her or any other actor or anything, understand that from their perspective, they're just looking at good material, good characters and stuff like that.
Very well
subject
said,
matter.
Oh, fun fact, this is Stu Small, the writer of the film. This is a really cool scene. I like this a lot. But yeah, script first.
Film Combat Syndicate again. I like this question. Speaking of going crazy, what's your favorite Prince song? A reference to Let's Go Crazy.
Kiss.
Yes, that's a good one.
What about you?
That's a good one.
He's a huge Prince fan, actually.
I'm a very big Prince fan. I think When Doves Cries, there was a point in my life I actually argued to people that was the best song ever made.
That's such a good song.
I don't know if I still agree with that, but it's probably top 10, maybe top 5.
Oh,
maybe.
yeah. Absolutely.
When Doves Cry.
Do you guys agree? Is Doves Cry in the top 3, top 10?
Has a lot to do with my upbringing and personal background as well, why that song resonates with me so much. So different people are going to have different answers, of course. It's understandable.
Right. I have a question for you, Zach. How was your B-Day in New York?
How was my birthday in New York? Where did that come from? Did someone ask that?
Yeah, somebody said Trim Loco.
We're getting there. Trying to go in order here.
Okay, sorry. I saw that and I got
Trim
excited.
Loco, how was my B-Day in New York? It wasn't in New York. She was so busy. Maybe you can talk to them briefly about that schedule. I spent my birthday alone.
Oh, babe.
Pretty much. It was
During
like
the
I think it was the second day in Boston. So I
Yeah.
just wandered around, got familiar with the subway system, had some good food.
We ate dinner that night. We made up for it.
Did we?
Yeah, and then we went to dinner the next night for your birthday at that Italian place.
No, I
Were you
ordered
streamed?
I ordered pizza that night.
Oh God, yeah, no, the day after we went out for your birthday.
But he's asking about the day of, right?
Oh, that's so sad. It makes me sound like a bad girl.
No. I didn't mind at all. I'm not that type of person. We ended up getting to New York much later in early November with family, and then I got, terribly sick.
Oh my God,
I think that's the sickest I've ever been.
He was sick for like 3 weeks.
2 weeks. It was bad. I think I caught something on the subway.
Yeah.
But I love New York City. DJ Pulliam says, a couple questions here real quick.
Okay.
Favorite weapon, and did you see the Avengers Endgame movie trailer?
Yes, we both saw the movie trailer, and it looks, actually Zach had something really good to say about that. We'll get to that in a sec. Favorite weapon? I would say favorite weapon is bow staff, and a lot of weapons intermix with each other. They intermix with each other. So like visually, I like the way the bow staff looks, and I like the way it feels to move and use different parts of it. I really like the bow staff, and I think that works a lot for several different weapons as well. But first of all, you agree on the bow staff, and then second of all, you said something about the trailer today, and you're like, it's the
favorite. Actually, no, I'm gonna pick a sword, but bow staff very close second, maybe most effective in my mind. But what'd you say?
You said something about the trailer today when I asked you if you saw it, and you were like,
yeah, I kind of already touched on that. I thought it was good. It's formulaic. Like I feel like I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's what you said. I was like, I was imagining or envisioning like the process of these Marvel movie trailers getting made and how they like send the footage with the list of boxes to be ticked, like the type of music to use, the type of shots to use. And like it just seems very formulaic. Like there's there's a formula to making a Marvel, to making a lot of movie trailers, genre movie trailers at this point.
It's not a bad thing, but it's just you like, see it over and over and over, right?
Yeah, and I was just lamenting how it's not, none of this is special anymore to me.
Yeah.
I remember when the first one came out and it had never been done before. And
sitting in the theater Sorry. No, I was just saying, while we were sitting in the theater too, it was like this mass excitement.
Yeah, so what do you guys think? This is a good trailer though.
Yeah. Well, let me show this scene real quick. This is actually Tim Mann on this motorcycle. He is the action choreographer and coordinator. It's actually him. So a lot of people that worked on the film were in the film.
Dan has another question. If you were going to do another film with Scott, what kind of story movie would you want to do?
Right now, the genre I want to play with is action comedy, so I would be happy to do that with anybody, depending on the script. I'm very interested in action comedy.
Genghis Blanco has another question. In future projects, would you use Salat in your scenes?
Yeah, of course. I think Salat's beautiful, and if you guys have seen the Gate short film, I used a lot of Salat against Chechep, who is a Salat master. He's from the Raid 2, and we had a fight scene together, and throughout that whole short film I was using Salat because I was trained in Salat from my father, but then I learned Penchak Salat from Chechep. So I love the art. It's beautiful. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think it's kind of like the new hotness in martial arts right now.
Totally.
If there is one, it's that it's not really well known by the masses, you know. But
the masses know that they like the Raid for some reason. They
that's
know
what I'm getting to. Is like, but it's different. It's something they haven't seen before, and it comes off in film. It's very aggressive and
exciting,
visceral. It looks good on camera.
Depending on how things are filmed, I think so many people forget that it's really how things are filmed.
That's
like
true.
The reason the Raid is good is because they choreograph the camera to the choreography, and the acting beats and the moments and everything about it was one unit. It's so much about how things are filmed.
Very true. Beth Charland has a question. What's been your favorite location to film?
Ooh. My favorite location to film was in Hong Kong, actually. It was, there's a scene, I'm sure many of you have seen Lady Blood fight. There's several scenes where I'm training with Shu, and also at the end of the film, in this like very open, grassy, tree-filled area. At the end of the film, when me and my rival are training and training kids, it's this beautiful farm area, and a lot of locals will hike around and then meet at this house, and this house gives out free food, free water, and it's just this whole big like farm area, and it's stunning. So that's where my favorite place to film was. Yeah.
Game Day has got another question. Is Felicia still alive in Spider-Man PS4? You should probably tell people who aren't aware of what he's talking about.
So Felicia is a Black Cat, and I did like the stunt doubling motion capture performance as Black Cat.
It's a video game. Start with that.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, that's a shame, but it's a video game that was released by Insomniac. We played it on Zack's Twitch, actually, and at the end of the DLC, Felicia, you don't really know what happens. You don't really know what happens to her, so that's why he asked the question. And
she's still alive. We shall see.
I don't know. See. What do you think?
I mean,
meow.
Does anybody ever die in comics? Really? Granted, it's a game, but it's based off a comic, so I will let you reach your own conclusions there. I don't know. You guys think I know too. I really don't know.
They always think I know too. I really don't know either. I really don't.
Well, if you worked on it, you would know.
They don't tell me those things in the future, because like I could actually accidentally be like bleh, and then it's all
well
done.
You would know what you worked on. You've played the episodes that are out, so you'd know, wait, I did more than just this, so it's probably coming later,
unless they cut that. Like I never truly know.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Hardest move, roundhouse question mark. CJ Etherington has that question.
Wait,
hardest move being a roundhouse? No.
Hardest as in most difficult, or as in most impactful?
I thought he meant difficult. We'll go with that.
Difficult? There's way more difficult kicks, like like tricking kicks, like 540s, 900s, things where you're spinning up in the air a bunch and then kicking. Those are more difficult. But like as far as impact, round kicks are very strong. We talked about this last time. My favorite like strength kick is just a front push kick. That's one of my favorites.
Freddie Rich says, I'm happy to see you again. It's a long time ago you did a video sesh. So yeah, she's been really busy. We've been busy. But if you guys like this type of thing, we talked about it when we first started doing this with the Lady Blood fight stream. Did. But if you guys like this type of commentary from a professional, someone who works in the film industry, as an actress, as a stunt woman, and a martial artist, lifetime martial artist, if you like commentary from her on these types of films, we've thought about doing it on old school action films, like Hong Kong cinema, and like the Van Damme era, the Steven Seagal versus Van Damme era of the 80s, 90s. So if you guys like that type of stuff, let us know in the comments, and it's something we've considered doing. Yeah,
because it'd be fun to go back and watch a bunch of those films anyways, you know?
Yeah.
We would love doing that.
Jinzo 2400 again. Have you had a chance to work with Zoe Bell?
Yes, I have multiple times as a stunt performer and as well as an actress. I worked as an actress in her film called Raise. I believe it's on Netflix still, but I was an actress in that, and we had a fight scene actually. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. We have a fight scene in an elevator.
Here's a question from Seb Arcana. You drink a real beer?
No, that was a prop beer because I had to do that shot several times. And the first time I did it, I was like, go, and Scott's like, you gotta knock it down. It's like, okay. And it was dripping at like all over my face, but it was fake, or else I would have been drunk.
Yeah, that's not uncommon for that very reason. These actors have to do multiple takes. Yeah. And it's not because it's their fault or they're doing it wrong. Sometimes the lighting's off. Sometimes they'll do it just for a backup. There's a lot of reasons why. Yeah. So there's probably some crazy case where people are actually drinking. But
maybe some actors want a real beer to like get, I don't know.
Yeah, but then like, that's a whole nother conversation because I don't believe in that shit. Like,
me neither.
If you're an actor, act. Like you don't need to get drunk to be drunk.
Yeah, and I didn't.
Well, you need to get drunk to be drunk in real life, but you don't need it. You don't need to get drunk to act drunk.
No.
Anyways, it's all pretentious, that whole.
What, did you say that or somebody said that?
No, I'm thinking about it. It's just like all those people like method.
Oh,
shut the fuck up.
Whatever works for you.
What did you call the raise to keep things from turning into a who's on first routine? What? Oh, what did you call them to differentiate between Ray Stevenson and Ray Park?
Oh, I didn't.
Ray 1 and Ray 2. Was there in that one scene where they're both in the scene? Did you have to? I mean,
no. We never. I mean,
what did everyone call them? Ray and Ray.
Ray and Ray.
Really?
Yeah.
There was no confusion?
I mean, not that I saw. I don't know. I wasn't there the whole time. They brought me in to shoot my scene, but I think when the director was talking to Ray Stevenson, it was very apparent because it was shot up for him. Like, the camera was on one Ray at a time, so we didn't have to be confused by that.
Oh, we're behind here.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're behind.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I scrolled too far up. I think I did, but I see some questions I missed here, I think. CJ Etherington, your favorite Star Trek character?
I'm not a big Trekkie. I'm sorry. I can't answer that and give you the truth, but he is. My mom, if she's still in here, she's a big Trek. Yeah, she was in here in the beginning.
Come on, man.
But he's a big Trekkie. I was never a big Trekkie.
Spock.
Actually, didn't a guy live right by you at some point?
Oh, yeah. That's a story.
Who is that?
Zachary Quinto.
Yeah, Zachary Quinto. He used to live right by him.
Yeah.
But I guess
basically, that's a
all
long
you need
story.
to know. Yeah, but to be honest, to be fair, I don't have a favorite character from Star Trek because I would just be faking it if I said anything. I'm not a Trekkie fan.
Hey, thanks, Freddie. I just saw your comment. It's nice to meet you as well. It's always nice to meet all the new people and to see returning. I'd say faces, but technically it's returning names.
I know. I wish I could see your faces.
Yeah, maybe one day.
Yeah.
What was the process for the fight choreo? DJ Pulliam wants to know that.
So the fight choreo for this film, again, the choreographer was Tim Mann. So Scott and I got together with Tim Mann at a rehearsal stage. I think we got together twice. We went over the choreography, and then we got on set and filmed it. The camera had to be a little different than we expected, but it was as simple as that.
What's your favorite martial actor and actress? That's from Yasir Mohammed.
Jackie Chan, and then Michelle Yeoh. You?
Martial arts actor and actress for me?
Mm-hmm.
Van Damme's my all-time. I grew up on Van Damme. All-time Van Damme. Just because, and I'm an American, like, he's very, like, even though he was an American, everything he made was very, like,
it was
quintessential
more
American.
Yeah.
But he's not the greatest by any means. He's my favorite, but he's not in the conversation for greatest, in my opinion. I mean, that goes, we talked about this before, that goes to Jackie Chan for me.
Yeah.
He's the greatest. In film, at least. And females, I hate to say it, but
Amy Johnston.
Well, no, I was thinking, but like, there's not a lot. I was just gonna segue into that. There's not a lot of people that have gotten huge exposure. What's going on here?
Oh, this is a great scene. It's
no,
like
it just froze. Was that when?
It was supposed to freeze.
Oh, okay.
It's a part of the scene. The flashback.
Anyways, moving on. You gotta catch up on these.
Oh questions. Yeah, sorry. We're gonna go through the questions a little quicker.
Cycle Gold video says, my question for Amy, did you ever make it to the spas in Bath when you filming in the UK for Accident Man?
I did. I went with my good friends, Christina Durden. Wait, what did I just call her?
Christina Durden?
No, oh my God. Why did I just do that? Durden.
Do what?
Durden. What's her name?
Who?
Oh my gosh, she's my good friend in London. Oh, guys, I feel like a terrible friend. Durden. Hold on. Let me look this up.
The blonde?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh
she's really cool.
Katrina.
Katrina, yeah.
Oh, God. Sorry, she's a really good friend of mine, I promise. She took me there, and it was amazing. That was like one of the things I really wanted to do while I was there. It was so great.
Glad you're better, Zach. Yeah, we're way behind on these comments.
Gosh, yeah.
Thank you, Chumloco. Film Combat Syndicate. How close is your director Kelly Madison toward making The Gate happen?
I have no idea at this point. So last time on the stream we talked a little bit about it. I'm no longer a part of that project due to differences.
Creative differences,
as I say.
Well, no, as you
creative
say.
differences, as I say.
Glaive Dacier. I don't know if I'm butchering that or not, but
I think that was good.
It says, I'll try to overcome my dislike of this character and watch it to the end. If I may ask, have you ever tried French wine?
French wine?
Probably
without knowing it.
It was probably fantastic, but yeah, I just don't remember.
Sorry, I don't. Maybe we'll have to.
Yeah, we plan on going to Paris sometime in the next couple of years and enjoying some French cuisine, the finest, as they say.
And wine.
We'll see.
Course.
Braden White, MA. I'll be in LA mid next year. If you're available, would you ever do like a meetup training session?
Yeah, I'd be happy to do that.
Yeah, we were talking about doing, so for those of you guys that aren't familiar, I'm sure most of you are, but she did hero training. we've been thinking about doing some type of hero training seminar and possibly travel with it, depending on the demand. Different, obviously, it'd probably start with larger cities, but that's far off. But yeah, we talked about doing something where it was a seminar where you'd get some training with Amy, and then possibly even, well, like, I don't want to spoil it because I don't want anyone to steal
steal
our
ideas.
It's
not about if they steal it, it's about how we do it. Like, I'm not worried about people taking
there's a twist.
Okay,
let's just say that we have other things in mind with it too, to kind of differentiate it from other seminars, but I don't want to give away the secret.
Okay, we'll keep the secret sauce.
But yeah, I mean, she
but
said
yes,
that's there you go.
Definitely a plan, and I'm happy to.
You are a total badass. I love your work, love your mentality, and love your work ethic. Amy, I think you're absolutely amazing. By the way, you are a total babe. That's from Jason Fraser.
Thanks, Jason.
CJ Etherington, are you doing more with Scarlett Johansson?
I haven't done anything with her in a while, but maybe in the future.
DJ Pulliam again, would you ever want to do a buddy cop film?
Totally. I think those are always fun. Great formula.
Yeah,
I love those.
There was one that came out with Sandra Bullock and forget the actress's name, the comedic actor.
A buddy cop film?
Yeah, but I think there's much more room in the industry for a female-driven buddy cop film. They're even doing the new Men in Black, which I think they should just let that franchise rest at this point. But they're doing a new one. I think it's called Men in Black International with I forget the actress's name, but she's in Thor.
Oh yeah, and doubles her. The
Chris Hemsworth are doing it. Doesn't matter.
Anyways,
but
yeah, buddy cop films are always great.
I like the diversity there. We'll see.
All right, we gotta get through these. All right, guys.
Do you speak any other languages? Edwin Miguel Moldez Martinez.
Fluently, no, but I know little bits and pieces of Mandarin and a little bit of Japanese, a little bit of Spanish, little bits and pieces.
Seb Arcana asked, did you guys see The Night Comes for Us on Netflix? What do you think of this movie?
Did we?
I don't think so. Not off the top of my head. It sounds familiar, though.
It does sound really familiar.
What's it about, or who's in it, Seb? If you don't mind letting us know below. CJ Etherington, any more Kumite movies?
Kumite movies are always great. I don't know yet. Maybe.
What's your favorite non-martial arts movie from Freddie Rich?
Good question. When Harry Meets Sally is really a great film that I love. Kind of my go-to. What's yours?
Favorite non-martial arts movie? I don't know. There's a lot.
It's hard, right?
I mean, so my favorite film of all time might be The Matrix. I mentioned that before.
Ooh, yeah.
That's martial arts. I don't know, Star Wars martial arts. There's martial arts in that. Blade Runner.
Blade Runner is great.
Alien. I don't know.
He's a sci-fi guy.
Yeah. I don't know. There's so many good movies. That question's tough.
That's a good question, though.
Yeah. What about you guys? Feel free to let us know what your thoughts are on all these questions as well.
I want to get to know you guys. Start
a good conversation here. How many Bye Felicia jokes have you been vetting? Jade Owl says that.
Not as many as I'd like.
I wonder how many people making that joke know its origin.
Probably not.
Favorite Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, CJ Etherington says.
I don't know, actually. Do you have a favorite?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many.
There are. Maybe just...
No retreat, no surrender. No, I'm just joking. Oh, you guys remember that movie? He played the villain. That was one of his first films, I think.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's probably got to be Kickboxer or Bloodsport, right?
Mm-hmm.
I really like
I'd say
Double Impact.
Kickboxer,
Growing up
actually.
as a kid, Double Impact.
That was a good movie.
Street Fighter as a kid, I liked it. I mean, as an adult, you look back and now it's awful. But
I would say Kickboxer.
what was that one? Hard Target, and then the one where he's in prison. I always forget the name of that one.
Oh, with that like long monologue that he does.
No, that's JCVD.
What is that one? Oh, JCVD. That one's good too.
JCVD is very good. I don't know. It's got to be Kickboxer or Bloodsport, probably. Favorite actor to double from Beth Charland.
I don't know. I don't know if I have a favorite. Most of them are always really great. Jessica Chastain was really great, and that was recent. So them are really wonderful.
Oh, here's a good one. Here, question from Destro WOD. Who do you got between Valentina and Johanna in UFC? That's
Valentina.
Yeah, tomorrow. Wait, is it tonight?
Tonight. Oh, that's tonight.
Tonight's UFC card has got two really good fights on it. Max Holloway and
what's his name?
Now
long
you're just
hair
rubbing off on me.
I know. Ortega.
Yeah, Brian Ortega. Thank you. And Johanna Jędrzejczyk. Hopefully I pronounced it right. And Valentina Shevchenko. I think Valentina's got that easily.
Look, she's already beat her 3 times. Go ahead. Sorry, that's what you were gonna say, huh? Yeah. Go ahead.
No, go.
No. My opinion is Valentina will win, and I think that's his opinion too. We're gonna say the same thing. She's beaten her
3 times in kickboxing, right? Or was it Muay Thai?
Muay Thai.
One of the two.
I think it was Muay Thai.
At the weight that they're fighting at tonight, so I think this will be no different.
I think they're both great fighters, but I believe Valentina is better.
The MMA rules will actually favor Shevchenko because I think she's bigger, stronger. So,
yeah, we were talking about this last night. You think Valentina probably has to cut like 15, 20 pounds when maybe like 15 pounds, and Joanna.
I'll just say that she's really cutting weight to hit 25, and Johanna might cut like a little bit, but I think she walks around close to 125. So MMA rules are only going to help Shevchenko, not hurt her. I think Johanna had a better chance in kickboxing and didn't get it done in three matches there. So I don't think it'll happen. I live for Van Damon era.
Van Damon era?
I don't know who Van Damon is, but is that like a Matt Damon Van Damme baby?
That's a weird
He's got like
baby.
A Boston, Brussels
but he
accent.
can do the splits.
Yeah.
You were about to do it.
You know, Damon's been in some damn good action films too. Let's not forget that Bourne franchise, the first 3 in particular. Bourne Ultimatum probably being the best. It's got to be one of the better action films in the past, in the 2000s, in the new millennium. It's got to be top 10.
Yeah, and then
I think you're crazy if it's not in your top 10.
It is, because every DP started ttrying to be like them, and then they just got to this point of like overdoing this crazy shake cam.
Green, is it something Green? The director's name.
Oh, you guys might know.
You guys know who it is. Something Green. Last time, I think.
All right, we gotta
not do the hunching thing.
Oh yeah, here.
Oh.
All right.
Can we pull this over? No. Okay. That's fine. Where were we?
Damon era.
Damon. Cycle Gold Video says he'd love to talk old films with you guys. That would be cool.
Yeah. That would be cool.
So there's 1 vote.
Woohoo!
We're gonna need more than 1.
Yeah, guys.
But thank you for that, Psycho. Can you do the split? CJ Etherington wants to know.
Are you asking Zach or me? Of course I can do the split.
I can't.
He doesn't try though. I love this. Can I show this?
Yeah, go ahead.
I love all of this flashback. Like this whole flashback scene is so great to me. See the kid and his upbringing and all of it. I really like this.
I want to play that rap song from Office Space where they're beating up the printer, or the copy machine.
And put it here?
Yeah. Would you ever reach out to a friend from the stunting or acting jobs you've done? Would you ever want to reach out to a friend from the stunting or acting jobs you've done? DJ Pulliam wants to know.
I'm friends with a lot of people that I work with, and we're all in a very tight network, so we see each other a lot and work with each other a lot. So
Game Day says your favorite beer. Mine's Guinness Draught.
I like
the strawberry beer. What was it called?
oh, Frulies is really good, but I like dark beer. Like I like the with a hint of like dark chocolate in it, like a draft, like a strong dark draft.
I don't like Guinness.
Like Guinness, yeah.
Eddie says I was told to tell you, Army. Tell you, Amy. You are USMC approved.
Woohoo! What about Zack?
It's United States Military Corps.
know.
I'm not. I'm good. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I know you can do yoga. Can you do splits? CJ Etherington says.
Yes.
Didn't you already ask that?
Yeah, he did ask that. Yes, yes, and yes.
Eric Z, who would be your influences? Bruce Lee, Michelle Yeoh, Cynthia. Isn't it supposed to be Rothrock? He said
it's supposed to be Roderick. It's Cynthia Rothrock.
Is that a person?
No, it's Cynthia Rothrock.
Zoe Bell, etc.
All of them. There's a lot of. I'm constantly talking about Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Donnie Yen, and all of them. My dad as well, of course.
How many takes for the fight, for the end fight with Scott Adkins?
I don't remember. We did really long takes. We didn't have that long to shoot, so it was very, very few. Some of them we just did one take of like, several beats. We didn't have much time.
Oh, Eddie says we are recording. Can you give us an oorah? On this before you do this, well, I'm gonna say I think my favorite oorah in film history is was
what?
Jamie Foxx in what was that movie called? Something Head with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, the recent one?
No, it's a term used for military. I think it's actually kind of a whatever. He says he does like this, guys. He goes, "Oorah,
oorah."
But I know that's probably not what
did I do
military guys really do.
Oorah.
Eddie,
or is it like
you know
oorah?
what I'm talking about, Eddie. What's that movie called? Tin Head? Or
I don't know. Eddie will know.
It's probably down below. We'll get there. Give him a good oorah.
Wait, can we do it at the same time?
No, they want you.
Come on,
me.
Ready?
Give him one. Come on.
I already did.
All right, show's got to go on here.
I gave him 3.
That's weak.
I gave him 3.
That's weak.
I gave him.
Say it with your chest.
I did.
Who would legitimately win since you're both good? Beamer boys for the love of M with some underscores and slashes in there.
I mean,
between you and Scott Adkins in a real fist fight.
Scott Adkins
who would legitimately win since you're both good?
Scott Adkins has height and weight on me, so I wouldn't fight him in real life. And range, like that's not a good idea.
Is Jackie Chan greater than Bruce Lee? Eric Z says.
No, they're different. They're very different. Jackie Chan is more of a Buster Keaton of martial arts. Bruce Lee is more of philosophy of martial arts.
Yes, he is. Moving on.
You just said Jackie Chan's greater than Bruce Lee?
He is. He is. The only reason he doesn't get the same respect is because
what's greater?
The biggest. Well, we have to imagine what he's asking. He's talking about. I'm assuming he's asking in martial arts film history. Is he greater? When it's all said and done, yeah. I mean, Bruce Lee died prematurely, so who would have known what he would have become? And he opened the gates.
I don't know. That's perspective. You can have your own opinion, but I think
yeah,
Bruce
I know.
Lee...
That's why I just said yeah, he is.
Okay, fine.
It's my opinion.
I don't think so.
I just think he doesn't get the creds because he's alive and he lived. This happens with a lot of artists. Like, if you die in your prime, you're often seen as greater than maybe you were when you were alive.
No, that often.
And it, like James Dean, same thing. But like,
well, it's like people don't realize what they have until it's gone, right? That concept.
I don't know about that.
I think so.
I think that's more for like.
No, but it works.
Situations,
it works
but I get what
every
you're saying.
situation. All right, where were we?
Up above.
Do you need to? Do
Do you remember Gary Daniels from Glaive Dossier?
Yes.
I loved his style, and I'm
Yes.
sorry we couldn't see him more often.
Yeah.
Have you ever worked with Zoe Bell, Eric Z?
Yes, on a film called Race, and on several stunt jobs.
Freddie Rich says, what type of training you have to do to prepare for a movie? Because I know every movie is different, and maybe so is every preparation for when it comes to sports.
You're exactly right, Freddie. It's totally different for each film. On Lady Blood Fight, I needed to know like more of a kung fu type style, so I trained a lot in that, and wushu and types, things like that. You know, if I need to be a certain weight or look a certain way, I have to do different types of training. So all different.
DJ says, if your father was alive, would you work with him in a film if you could?
God, I would love to. Of course.
No. Of course you would. Come on, guys.
But it's a fair question.
CJ Etherington, do more Van Damme movies like The Quest. Thanks for reminding me about that. I loved The Quest when that came out.
Yeah, that is a good one. So again,
go ahead.
oh, sorry. I just have to say, like, some of my favorite scenes in this film are between these two characters right here, and him learning how to be an assassin. I think it's really great. Okay.
Not sure if this was asked before, but do you both like anime? If so, favorite anime?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course. Favorite anime is Death Note.
What she got from me.
I learned about it from him. That's not fair.
No, the thing is with this question is you always answer it first, and then I return and say Death Note. It looks
whatever.
Like the thing is I introduced it to you.
He introduced it to me, but that doesn't take away the validity of me liking it.
No, it doesn't.
Exactly.
But I'm just saying, like, how much anime have you seen compared to me?
You've seen more, but I've seen a lot.
Or no. I don't know. It's just
you're just mad
she took
your
my
answer
favorite.
First.
Yeah, well, it was mine, and then she took it. It's fine. Death Note's my favorite series. Probably.
Probably.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones out there. The Cowboy Bebop comes to mind, which I know they're making a live action series on Netflix next year. But for film, probably Akira. What's your guys's? Cycle Gold videos. It might take you a while to see this solo, but I asked about the basketball in the hope that she would realize I'm the other person.
I know this is you, Scott. I wish we could have met.
Huh?
Wait, Scott and I have been talking for years, and we were trying to meet up while I was in London.
Oh, I was like, Scott Atkins. I was like,
no.
Hero training on the go. Yes, that could be fun. Yeah, something like that. Psycho.
Exactly.
Favorite anime character, CJ Etherington.
L.
Light Yagami. You're picking L? Okay. I'm making a buddy cop film. Cool, DJ.
Good for you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Melissa McCarthy with Sandra
Yeah,
Bullock.
thanks for that,
Thank
Jay.
you. And yes, Tessa Thompson.
We're so behind here.
You guys are awesome. Oh wait, I think you just. Whoa.
Well, it's because they keep coming in that it jumps.
Okay.
I have to go back up.
Yeah, we gotta go through these faster.
Yasin Game says, Amy, is this your boyfriend?
This is my fiance. We introduced him a little earlier, but we've been together for almost 10 years now.
My name is Zack.
His name is Zack.
Z-A-C, no H, no K, just a C. Movie. All right, The Night Comes for Us is the last movie with Iko. Oh, yeah. I know what movie you're talking about.
Haven't seen that yet.
I haven't seen it yet.
Did you like it?
Is there going to be a lady blood fight too? The slam blam.
I'm not quite sure. There was talks of it right after the film finished, but I don't know.
And Seb Arcana was the one that asked about, or who mentioned The Night Comes for Us. What do you think? Felipe wants to know what you think about Brazilian capoeira.
I love capoeira, and I want to learn more of it. I did a hero training session on capoeira with one of my friends, Lauren Kim.
Eric Z mentioned Time Cop, another great Van Damme movie I forgot about. Edwin Miguel Maldez Martinez, what did you hate from Accident Man? I mean, something you don't want to do or say. Something you didn't want to do or say.
Right. Sorry. If there wasn't something I wanted, if there was something I didn't want to do or say, I wouldn't have. So no. I mean, I was unhappy that I had to die, but I understood why.
What?
I just spoiled it.
What, this?
That I had to die.
The movie's been out for a year. You should have just not. You just not said you spoiled it and just moved on.
And just
People
left it
wouldn't have
alone.
caught it. Paul Greengrass, thank you, Tremloco. Yeah, Paul Greengrass is the director of that film.
Cool. Okay, DJ agrees. So we have 2 people that want to talk about old films.
Yes. DJ mentioned The Quest again. The Quest was awesome. Cool. Awesome movie. Eric Z, Amy, have you seen the new Titan series? It's so good. Latest episode about Hawk and Dove was so moving.
Nope. Have you?
No, I've heard good things about it, but upon the initial trailer for it, I was not at all excited. And I'm a pretty big DC fan, or at least I was. Still kind of am. I'm really into Image Comics these days, though. Yeah, I didn't like the portrayal of Robin in the trailers and just the whole tone that I got from it. But several people, some of you guys watching now have recommended it, said it's good, so I might check that out. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to Young Justice season 3, though. That's what I'm really looking forward to.
I can do this. Whoa.
CJ Etherington, can you cry?
Everybody can cry.
Can you cry?
Can you cry? I hope you can cry.
That reminds me of that great line from The Dark Knight.
You bleed?
Do you bleed? I think that's it.
It is.
Glaive Dacier, I feel like I'm not saying that right. I also love the idea of old movie reviews. Won't be reviewing, just enjoying them, commentating on them. I think that is so obvious for everyone that we like that idea that no one bothered to answer yes or no.
Okay, if you say so.
A hungry mouth doesn't get fed unless it's opened. Remember that.
Unless we shove it in there.
What do you, Dan says, what do you guys think hasn't been done yet in the martial arts film genre? Well, it's not necessarily what hasn't been done, but what's not done often enough. And this movie is a great example. Action comedies.
Yes, we need more action comedies.
Where are the action comedies? And we're talking like martial arts action comedies, not like what was the one? Like the last martial arts comedy buddy cop thing I can think of would have been what's it called? Rush Hour. All the other like Lethal Weapon and like there's several buddy cop kind of action comedies, but it's all like guns. That's the action. It's just gunfire and stuff like that, and like punching, not like martial arts.
Yeah, not like a martial arts.
Not only that, but you don't get a lot of martial arts dramas either.
Yeah, I think one of the best films was Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon in a way that blended the drama and action really well, and I think that's not done very often.
Yeah, well, I should
having that proper balance.
Backstep. Here in the West, I should say. I know there's a lot of martial arts dramas and even comedies released abroad, and some even make it here. They just don't get a lot of shine or exposure. I'd like to see Hollywood, as it were, invest more in these types of films.
You know, it's really cool. If you watch Bollywood action films or just action films from India, they have so much fun with their comedy and their action. It's like amazing. Jarhead,
thank you, Eric Z. Yeah, Jarhead with the Jamie Foxx. Jarhead. Yeah. Good one, Amy. In the Titans, it's good. We already read that.
Yeah.
DJ says Zack, bruh. I don't know what that means. That was around, I don't know. Maybe he's talking about how I said Bruce Lee was, or Jackie Chan was greater. I don't know. Stand by that, man. Amy, do you know Catherine Winnick, Viking series? Oh yeah, she is a strong, hardworking girl. Has a lot in common with you. I hope one day you will be in a big series like her with a strong female character.
Thank you. Yes, I like her work a lot, and I think she plays her role well. My friend Juju Chan actually just did a new Netflix series with her called Wu Assassins. But I think she's good.
Yeah. Can I just say here, this is something I haven't talked about. If you guys get to know me at all, you'll know that a lot of things, I have like micro agitations about what's popular in culture in Hollywood. This strong female thing, it's like, why does strong's overrated? I don't care to watch strong female characters as much as I care to watch honest representations of female characters. Like, females are all kinds of things. I just want it to be authentic. The character to be authentic to who it is, who she is, and to women. Like, this whole strong thing is overrated. It's not about strength.
But it comes from like
I get what you're saying. Hold on. I want to say I'm not knocking the comments at all. I'm just if anything, I'm hoping to maybe get people to kind of see it differently. It's not always about strength to me, and I don't think it should be about authenticity.
Right, I agree with you, but it comes from women not being strong in films, women always being the victim. That's where the idea of strong woman comes from, like leadership in a woman, intelligence in a woman. It's not like physical strong, it's strong woman, because in films we see so many women that are victims or need help, you know? That's where the whole idea of it coming from.
Yeah, but I would stop you there and say, like, there's movies where women play the victims who are victims,
and that's fine.
But they've won Academy Awards and stuff because the portrayal of the character is authentic honest to who she is. Right. Women, men and women, men can be weak, men can be strong, women can be weak and strong.
Of course.
I just want authenticity. I want depth in character. I want.
But it's also nice to have differences, like not the same type of character over and over. That's
yeah. I would say more female leads would be more specific. I don't care if they're strong or not.
Right.
I want them to be leads, and I want them to be authentic. You know, because when you try and make every actress strong or every character strong, and it's not true to the character, it's
and I think
stupid.
There's an issue with that. Is sometimes women try to overcompensate in being this strong character that they end up being like trying to be all physical and stuff, and I don't think that's real either. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, my 2 cents. Let me know what you guys think. We can scroll down quite a bit because.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. You're better at this. Boom, there we are.
It's official, Amy. You need to make a trip to Quantico. We will pay for everything. Thanks, Eddie.
Thanks, Eddie.
Do you have any scenes coming out with Jessie Graff?
Oh, it's cool. You know Jessie Graff. She's great.
Bob Remsburg asked that question.
I don't know if I've actually worked closely with Jessie Graff, except for
the answer is yes. There you go.
Yeah, so we worked together on a documentary called, it's based off of Stunt Women, and we worked on that together, but we actually need to work together more. She's great.
Yeah, so the scene is, they're just training together.
Yeah.
How long did it? Okay, so Cycle Gold videos. Sorry, I wasn't sure. I'm looking forward to reading your book at Christmas. So my next question is, how long did it take for you to write? Where did the idea come from?
The idea came from Zack, actually. And you can talk about that, but it took several months. The hardest part was just getting everybody to reply back to me on these interview questions. But writing it, like the intro and the end for me was quite easy. It came out very easily because it's something I'm very passionate about. But the idea came from Zack, actually. You want to tell him where you got it from?
It's a very long story. I'd love to go into details, but we're I know.
Okay.
But we're running behind. But basically, I've been reading. I was at a point in my life where I was kind of at a crossroads. I just lost my mother, kind of having an existential time in my life, kind of. Reading a lot, like a spiritual journey type thing. I'm getting really long here.
Yeah, let's just.
I was inspired by Tim Ferriss. Essentially, that's the short answer. I read Tim Ferriss's Tools for Titans and his follow-up.
Right over there. I could go look.
No. Tools for Titans and...
Shit. It's another popular one. Go check it out real quick, or I'll Google it. It's Tribe of Mentors.
Yes, Tools for Titans and Tribe of Mentors, and I thought that was a good structure for doing a book for a person that's not a writer or a person who's learning to write more, because what was important is that she's got a wealth of knowledge and connections, and for her to be able to share that with people who are aspiring stunt women or stunt professionals,
or people who just don't know about the industry, because I always get the question like, why did you start and how did you start? Yeah So
people are like, where was he going with all that when he started? I promise it connects, but it's a long story. Anyways. Video games, any favorite from you guys? Yeah, anything that's an RPG. That's my genre. My favorite series of all time is Final Fantasy. Like we said, Amy will be playing the first hour of every Final Fantasy from 7 through 15, starting next Tuesday, and on Thursday as well on the Attack the Stack Twitch channel.
One of my favorite games is Journey, just because I had a really incredible experience.
Journey's a great one, yeah.
Unlike any other.
What's Action Man about? You mean Accident Man? What's this movie about?
It's based off a British comedy comic book, but it's about several assassins and
CJ, I love you, bro, but there's this thing called Google.
True.
I'm joking. Go ahead. Sorry to interrupt.
It's just an action comedy about assassins and some drama that goes down.
What's your favorite part of your job? This is from George Barahona.
That it's different and it's constantly challenging, and that I get to travel and meet new people and create. Peter
M. Eggers, what are your nudity hard limits?
Again, that's based off of script. Like a lot of times I read scripts and it's like the girl's naked just because the girl's naked. That's a long conversation, but depends on the script and who I'm working with and why.
Here's what it depends on.
No.
Fuck that. Yeah, it does.
For you. God.
Let's be real and honest here. No. Let's be real and honest here. The business. This is stuff people don't talk about, but it's the hard truth. Women who show skin.
Oh, they do that for money.
I'm not saying they do, but maybe. Trust me, they're getting paid for that. And if you're not, you need a new manager and agent.
Or it's them getting a shot in the film industry. And I don't need either of those. I don't need a shot in the film industry, and I don't need money. Like, I need good characters, good story. So if it works for the story and it makes sense, then I'm happy to do that. But I'm not about doing things for money like that.
No, but
I get what you're saying.
You better back it up with some dollar signs. Just being real with you guys. Hate it or love it.
Let me give you a little. We haven't gotten back to the film in a while. Yeah, so if you guys are just joining, I can't show the full film for copyright issues, and I want you to buy this as well. So I'm just showing clips and talking about it and answering questions.
Would you ever star in a film with zombies?
Star in a film with zombies.
Yeah, Slam Bam. Be good, you kicking zombie ass.
I did something called Zombie Killers with me and two other really pretty women, and it was just about us kicking zombies' butts.
Braden White, MA. I'd be down to watch old movies with you guys from the 80s and 90s. That's most of my collection.
Nice.
There we go. I think we're at 3 votes. Zack, give Titans a go. It's a lot better than the trailer made it look, and Robin is explained literally in the first episode. That's Cycle Gold videos. Okay. I have to do that.
Oh, this is one of my favorite scenes. I love this character. This is so cute. I hope you guys have watched up until this point, because he's just so vulnerable and adorable. Oh god, I have to click back. I'm sorry. I don't want to have any copyright issues. But yeah.
Glaive Dacier, who are your favorite sportmen and sportwomen? What is your favorite team sport and your favorite team? I hope your answer soccer and Paris Saint-Germain for the last one.
I like Venus and Serena Williams. They're amazing. I've been obsessed with them at a young age. Like my mom and I would always... Not obsessed. Okay. I've loved them for a long time. They're amazing athletes. Zach, you can go next. I already know what you're going to say.
Kobe Bryant, Lakers.
Yeah, here we go.
I bleed purple and gold. End of
he does.
End of discussion.
Leaks purple and gold. leaks it.
I'm enjoying LeBron James' tenure here in LA at the moment, but Kobe is always going to be my GOAT. I'll say this, since this is a kind of martial arts combat thing.
Oh, what? Go ahead.
Kevin Lee is my favorite MMA fighter right now. I think
he's underrated.
I think he's got a good personality. He's got a lot of upside. He's young. So keep an eye out for him. He's a less popular answer. I mean, there's a lot of popular answers, but I say Kevin Lee because he's a less popular fighter. I'm just trying to put some shine on him.
And I love Mighty Mouse right now, if we're going to go into that conversation.
No, Psycho Gold Videos. That line actually came from the Dark Knight graphic novel. Yeah. So, booyah! The movies were just, they borrowed from the
oh right, yeah,
the
it was
subject.
Batman vs Superman.
It was the movie Batman vs Superman, but it was originally set in the Dark Knight graphic novel by Frank Miller. So,
ooh,
what?
Oh, I was reading something about Led Zeppelin and I got excited. Do you like Led Zeppelin? Love Led Zeppelin! That was like one of my... I grew up on that. My dad was always blasting Led Zeppelin, so...
I can die easy. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, we obviously both love Led Zeppelin.
Yes.
One of my favorites all time.
Thank you, Yasin Games.
On the fiance. His name is Zack. Thank you.
DJ saying that's you guys. I got you guys. That's Batman vs Superman. I get where the confusion is though.
Show little bits and pieces. So this was the scene I was talking about where I was just taken away by Ray Stevenson as an actor. He just came in, demanded the room, had this awesome scene. He did it a couple times and everybody was just blown away. Great actor.
Philippe says, "Hey Amy, have you ever come to Brazil? What do you know about this beautiful country? Lady Bloodfight was a successful here on TV Global."
Woohoo! Thank you. I want to know more. I haven't been there, but we definitely want to get there as soon as possible.
We have this
Looks
plan.
Beautiful.
She's traveled more than me, but we have this plan to hit up every continent before we really start doing return trips to anyone. So we've done Asia.
No, we haven't done Asia. We've done little bits of these places.
Like I said.
Okay, fine.
I just want to touch,
like dip our toes in.
Ground on every continent. It's a bucket list thing, so we're getting there.
That is cool.
She's already done most of it. I haven't, so I'm playing catch up.
It's fine.
Do you like Japanese cinema? And if so, what are your favorite samurai movies? Japanese cinema isn't all samurai movies, but...
yeah.
I got what
I haven't seen
That's
much,
from Samgeku, by the way.
I haven't seen much like classic samurai movies, but I would consider a lot of anime a Japanese cinema, and I love a lot of them. But like favorite samurai movie?
The Akira Kurosawa.
Go ahead.
Isn't it Akira Kurosawa?
I liked let me get this name.
Man, a third person said it.
What?
Do you bleed is from Batman vs Superman, not Dark Knight? LOL.
I really liked the adaptation of Rurouni Kenshin. I thought the cinematography was really beautiful. Did you ever
told you that?
No.
That's what you're looking for.
Well, I wanted to remember it because I thought I was saying it wrong. Wait, so everybody's against you on the Dark Knight thing?
Well, they're all.
What?
These guys are all movie people. They don't read the comics because it comes from the comics.
There's a lot of comic readers in here, I bet.
Well, I'm just saying. Well, I'm not wrong though. It's from the comics.
Okay.
The movie pulled from the comic, The Dark Knight.
Wait, when was I stroking?
I don't know. I don't know, man. We need more martial arts comedies, actors like Johnny Young Bosch. Ichigo.
Eric Jacobus is awesome. I need to work with Eric Jacobus. He's great.
Johnny Young Bosch, that's Ichigo, right, guys? I always call him Ichigo because I was a big Bleach fan. That's the Green Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Or Black first.
Black,
green.
yeah.
Yeah, Ichigo.
Yeah, he's great.
I love that guy. Bruh. All right, I don't know what the bruh's for, but...
Yes, I've seen Unlucky Stars, Psycho Gold. It was very good. Actually, yes, I did cameo in it. Vlad Rimberg did that.
Slam Blam, I would love to be a director. Any tips on how to get in? Yeah, make something.
Well said. That's the thing. So many people wait because they think they need like this perfect timing, perfect amount of money. But like really nowadays with the internet and YouTube and all these different platforms, you can just make films with your phone. So just start making.
Biggest dream, strong female type. CJ Etherington.
Maybe he's asking like, what's your dream role? I get this question asked all the time, and I don't have a dream role. I just want to keep creating and exploring new characters and having fun. But again, I'm really interested in action comedies right now. Seb
Arcana, I should have said authentic or charismatic. No, the way you said it's totally fine. I get what you meant. I totally get what you meant. It's just I would encourage everyone to use other adjectives other than strong, because women are so much more than just strong.
Agreed. Can I just say, I'm not Android 17, guys. I played Android 18. So many people keep saying Android 17. Maybe they're talking about you. Maybe they think you are Android 17.
I'm just a washed up guy here. I'm liking this conversation, guys. Thanks, Dan. CJ Etherington, I think you should come to Vancouver and be the new Supergirl.
CJ, I was gonna do my. Give me it.
What was I saying? What was the?
your fun facts.
Fun facts. She actually auditioned for Supergirl.
I did, guys, and I got a call back.
She got a call back on that show. They decided to go another direction, obviously, but. Hope you had a stunt role. Hope you land a stunt role in Birds of Prey. That's one of my favorite comic books. Getting a film adaptation.
Thank you. There's no roles for me right now as a stunt woman. It's all filled.
Although a friend of hers might. Is that confirmed yet? I have
several friends on that already.
Well, one in particular is really close to home because she hasn't really broken into the industry.
Yeah.
So much. So hopefully she gets that. Can't say names yet, but keep my fingers crossed. Hint: it's for the Batgirl character. That's all we can say.
That's a good question.
Is there something out there like a stunt con? Serious question.
I mean, that's a really good question. There's several stunt parties and get-togethers and networking type events, but there's not really a stunt con.
I thought he was talking about like
Comic-Con, but stunt con.
Like a long con, you know, like you guys know what a long con is? If you've ever watched what is it? Lost.
Yes.
Anyways,
from
the long con. Anyways,
con. Toward the end of Lost.
The main characters were strong, saying the day, so it's always. Slam Bam, what about main leads having like disabilities like OCD or autism like they did in The Equalizer with Denzel Washington? Sure, when it makes sense, when it services the story.
Absolutely.
Just don't ever shoehorn a disability or a gender or a sexuality in. That's
but with that saying, like, there are so many stories that need to be told that are not told, so
but be authentic to them. Tell their story. Don't shoehorn it into a different thing.
Of course.
Equalizer, by the way, great film series. Speaking of action film series, those are really good ones, those two. Sorry, I didn't mean for my question to stump you so much, though. If you want to answer it in length, I'll happily come by your Twitch to get it.
It was a question for you about.
Yeah, we can talk more about it then. I don't mind. Playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. That's from Eric Z. Don't have a Switch yet, although the first game because the first game I'll be playing on it will be Xenoblade Chronicles 2. My favorite game of all time is Xenogears for the PlayStation 1. Xenoblade Chronicles is probably top 3 as well. I love those games. So that'll be the first game I play on Switch.
Didn't they just talk about releasing another game on Switch last night that was
at the Game Awards a couple nights ago? Game Awards announced that Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 is coming to Switch exclusively for those of you guys that played that on PS2 or Xbox, so
that's a big move.
Or GameCube back in the day. There's a third one coming out, but it's exclusive to Switch. So
another reason for you to get a Switch.
Yeah, I'll play Breath of the Wild. Definitely.
CJ's excited about Final Fantasy.
Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait. Once again, guys, Tuesday, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Amy's playing the first hour of Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9. And then on Thursday, Final Fantasy 10, 12, 13, and 15.
Yeah.
It's going to be so good.
It's going to be real good.
Are you waiting for Final Fantasy 7 Remake? Duh. I would prefer an 8 remake. I actually think 8's my favorite Final Fantasy, but
you're good.
7's probably... Actually, 10's probably my second favorite, but 7's probably behind that. Again. Go ahead.
I just want to show little bits and pieces of things here. This is a cool action scene too with all the craziness going on.
Eric Z with 4 votes with the doing this more often.
Okay. We got 4.
Psycho Gold, I'm actually loving these discussion on the industry. If you guys made some videos on these topics, I think it'd be really interesting. Eddie Martel, in honor of you streaming live tonight, they did an Amy's Accident Burger.
Wow. What is on it? Tell me.
Yeah, I gotta know that.
It's probably just blood, just a squirt of ketchup.
Irtaza Sabur says, which is your favorite WWE star?
Guys, I didn't grow up watching WWE. We were talking about this a couple days ago on Zack's stream. I did not grow up watching it because I didn't like it. I thought it was like, I was so mad because I thought it was fake martial arts. I never got into WWE. I'm sorry. I think it's cool now and I appreciate what they do and I pretty much do a very similar thing to them, but I didn't grow up on it. Zack did.
Oh yeah.
He's like all about it.
I don't watch it anymore, but back in the day, top 3 would be, I love the Ultimate Warrior. His clash with the Hulk Hogan is probably the single greatest moment in wrestling history, in my opinion. Or when Hulk Hogan slammed the Giant, that was pretty big. But Bret Hart was more that was like my brother's generation. I still got to see him, but Bret the Hitman Hart was my favorite dude in the 90s growing up with it. I like The Rock, or not The Rock, sorry. Stone Cold. After
Steve
that,
Austin.
He's pretty cool too. There's a lot of great guys.
I really
there.
wasn't in that world.
CJ Etherington, are you a blonde? Dirty blonde.
Dirty blonde.
Oh, here's a cool comment. Glaive Dacier. I'm happy it is you who played Senya in the Star Wars The Old Republic intro. She's my favorite character. I'd always wondered how the actor who did it managed to perform that scene. I was very impressed by it. You can talk about your new reel.
Oh, cool. Yeah, thank you. I just released a motion capture reel because there's all these cool video games and films that I've done as far as like motion capture, and I put together some of my favorite moments, put it in a reel, and yeah, I got to mocap as Senya in this really badass fight scene. Like, so cool. I love Star Wars, and being able to pretend that I had a lightsaber in my hand was the best.
Eric Z, you just lost all your commenting privileges with this last comment.
What happened?
It's okay. I'm a hardcore Boston fan. I live in LA, but I am from Boston. Love my Red Sox, Celtics, and Patriots.
How are you surviving in LA as a Boston fan?
He
That is
keeps it on the DL. That's
yeah,
how.
I know he does, and he's talking about it.
Well, we were in Boston when they won the World Series, beating the Dodgers. Oh,
we were literally downtown. They had like
it was on Halloween. We had to evacuate the city because outside our hotel, the parade was going on. We woke up late, and I was just like, "Let's get the hell out of the city." And
it was literally right in front of our apartment condo.
Yeah, we got a Uber, and we went to Salem and spent Halloween there most of the night.
Like, bye.
Oh. Oh boy. Hopefully we can win this Super Bowl here. I wouldn't mind going up against those Patriots, but I don't think they're gonna make it.
All right, we got to get through these questions a little faster. Ooh.
Oh, semantics. Psycho Gold.
He knows his comics.
Well
I know
played.
he does.
Well played. The Dark Knight Returns. Yes. Oh, you want to go into the comics? Yeah. Tie game. Braden White MA. Gonna be testing for my 3rd Dan black belt soon. Any pointers?
Ooh, that's exciting. Congrats. Don't worry about it too much. Just take everything slowly and don't overdo yourself. Let it come to you because you've put a lot of time into what you're doing. You already know what you're doing, so just have fun with it and fly.
Cycle Gold says, yeah, I assume you're talking films. My mistake. No, makes sense. Come on the podcast and we talk comics and films all day.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, there's so much I want to show here. There was a scene where this guy just fell down the stairs as Scott arrives, and this guy had to do that stair fall at least 7 times because there was a lot to shoot in that intro. So kudos to that stuntman who fell down the stairs 7 times because it was connected to a big scene. Just had to point that out.
Manolo Enrique says, I enjoy you playing movie villains. Can we see you playing more of these characters? The one you played in Accident Man was so cool. A lot of actors make a lot about playing villains because it gives them more liberty or agency to be more creative with the character, to do things that they don't normally get to do. Yeah. Kind of the if there was a curse or a con to being a leading lady or a leading man. It's something I hear often with big name A-list actors. It's refreshing to play villains. Or
yeah, I have so much fun playing villains because, especially as like a co-star where you don't have all the pressure, you can just be a little crazy. You can do more than you typically would, more than a normal person would. You can just have fun with it. It's always fun to be crazy or mean or bad. It's not so typical.
TJ Etherington, favorite kung fu movies?
I mean, I'm just gonna say Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
It's not a kung fu movie.
But it has kung fu in it.
That's true.
So technically,
it is.
It works.
What do you guys think? I don't know. It is. You're probably right.
But I think he's probably asking.
What was the fight like? What was the fight scene with Scott Adkins difficult? Was doing the fight scene with Scott Adkins difficult with those pants? Leather doesn't look very flexible. Jade Owl asked that.
Yeah, I mean, the outfit wasn't bad. I've fought in worse, but you know, it wasn't bad. The pants were pretty flexible. The boots were not too heavy, so it wasn't terrible.
Did you ever compete in a sport like MMA or consider it? From Peter M. Eggers.
Yeah, growing up with my dad being a kickboxing champion, I actually really wanted to be a fighter for a while, and I trained with a lot of his fighters, but that was never something that he thought was a good idea. I'd rather fake fight and have a more successful career that way, I believe. But I trained a lot and, well, I competed a lot in different tournaments. Sparring and tournaments.
Have you guys seen Shinobi Heart Underblade 2005? No. That's a mouthful.
This is one of my favorite lines, and this line was created literally 20 minutes before we shot this scene. Because we're like, we need her to say something crazy and just weird.
We got Psycho and DJ saying they are comic book fans. I know, guys.
They definitely are.
Yeah.
I know them.
Psycho's really into it. I like it.
Psycho's great. He's been a long-time friend of mine.
Would you like to work with Isaac Florentine?
Yeah, absolutely. Isaac Florentine directs a lot of Scott's films, and I think he's very good. Him and Scott have a good working relationship, and I'd love to be a part of it.
Irtaza Sabur, I've seen many of your fighting videos. You're a really good fighter. Can you beat Brock Lesnar?
Guys, let's be real. Brock Lesnar is how much bigger and taller? And
dude's like 260.
Guys, what do you expect me to do?
No.
I gotta be real here. No. Fun fact, this piece right here where I fell into the water was shot in winter in the mountains of California, and that was freezing cold water that I fell into. Not heated. It was terribly cold.
What was it Robert Downey Jr. said in Tropic Thunder? It's funny. You mean I don't know if you were watching the stream the other day or what. If that's a coincidence, because I brought that up. Didn't I bring that up?
I don't remember. One of your streams?
On the Oh yeah, it was on the podcast.
What?
We did we did the first ever live recording of our podcast, the Attack the Sack podcast, on Twitch on Wednesday, and I brought that up. The line where he says like, "Never go full retard."
Oh yeah, never go full retard.
I forgot what I was.
You were talking about actors or something.
I think I was talking about actors.
Or
I can't remember. But
I don't remember.
I don't know if that's the line you're talking about. He had many lines, but that was one that stuck. Whoa.
That's a
the
big
slam
statement.
bam.
That's why it's called the slam bam, baby.
In my opinion, stunt doubles. Oh, he said should. Okay, never mind. Should get more praise than the actors. I thought he said they do. I was like, yeah,
no. I mean,
no, I agree.
I don't think they should get more praise. I think they should get more praise in general. More than the actors is like debatable. Stunt people don't sign up to get credit, but they should definitely have more credit. They should be winning awards, especially stunt coordinators and second unit action directors. They basically, a lot of times, direct the whole film if it's an action film. Like, we definitely need more credit there. Yeah,
so we were at the screening of the documentary she's in a few weeks ago, and I posed this question to the panel: why they think it is that stunt performers aren't recognized at award shows as much as, if at all. Some award shows don't recognize them at all, but when they are recognized, it's like one category. There's various, as she just said, there's various roles in stunts. There's the coordinator, there's the choreographer, there's the performers, the doubles, the day players and whatnot. So I don't think day players need one, but yeah,
we have our own awards. We have the Taurus Awards, and but
that's true. But like, if you look at the Oscars and stuff, they've got awards for all kinds of different. The SAG Awards. So the which ones is it right now? I think the SAG and the Emmys. They or is it the Globes? It's the Emmys. SAG and Emmys. They recognize. SAG does they do stunt ensemble? I believe.
Yeah,
so,
they
right?
do stunt ensemble and coordination.
But there's no individual awards like there are with the actors there. Why not? And then with the Emmys, they do. Don't they just do like the coordinator or something?
They do coordination, definitely.
I think they just do that one. Ensemble. There needs to be more awards for the different roles, I think.
So like for the Taurus Awards, we have hardest hit, we have best choreography, we have like best wire work, all these different things. And we really get to enjoy that. But
I think there should be parity between the actors and the various awards that they get and the stunt performers. There should just be parity. So if you're recognizing individual actors, you should recognize individual stunt performers. If you're recognizing the cast, same with the stunt performers.
I agree, but I also think there's some sort of magic in really believing that the actor is doing everything, and that's been something that they've wanted to keep. That's
bullshit. Here's why. That's bullshit, because they recognize people who make the costumes, who make the sets, who do the lighting and all that. So there's magic in thinking that it really looks this way, or that this place really exists, and all that. And that's
right.
No.
Also, VFX needs way more credit as well, because so many of these superhero films are like just 80%
those guys
VFX.
Doing all the work.
So there's a lot of places
like you can replace the whole cast. It might not be as good of a movie, but you could replace the whole cast of any Marvel movie, and people would still go see it because it's Marvel and because the CG looks so good, and that's so much a part of the film. The actors are kind of like the icing on the cake.
Yeah, definitely, and they bring
the Downey Juniors and stuff. They definitely bring people in, but if we're picking sides of which one's more important, let's be honest.
Yeah, there's millions of good actors out there.
That's my belief. That's my opinion.
All right, this movie is almost up. Let's see where we are.
We can still finish the questions.
Okay.
I wonder if these guys are like, this guy's actually crazy, man. He's got killing her career. Hey, these are my opinions and mine own.
Why would you be killing?
I'm just saying, career? when you're in front of the camera and you're a face and actress and all that stuff like you are,
it's more sensitive. Is
you
what
just
you're
have
saying?
to be. I don't have to be careful with what I say. I can say whatever I really think,
and that's why it's great.
I'm just being honest, and I welcome I welcome people who disagree and why they disagree and all that, and that's fine. But
it's good conversation to be
people
had.
don't talk about certain things a lot. It's like swept under the rug, and I don't live like that.
Yeah.
Where are we?
Right here.
I think we missed a good one. Yeah.
No.
Oh, maybe not.
Right there.
Wait, what did he say?
Right here.
Oh yeah. Have you seen John Wick? Of course.
Yes, absolutely. And I think what John Wick and Atomic Blonde do so well is like they know their action films.
I wouldn't put those in the same sentence.
No, it's because of the directors. That's why they're in the same sentence. It's the same team. It's 8711, and the reason that they're good in what they do is because they know that they're action films and they go all out with that. They don't focus so much on the story. The stories are so simple. It's the action that tells the story more than anything.
Yeah, John Wick is a superior film though.
Yes, of course.
Well, yeah. Marvel Ultimate is like a dream come true now. Switch. Dan says, which Final Fantasy are you most excited for Amy to play? 8, man.
Yeah.
8. My only hope is that she can play fast enough in 8 to get through the beach scene where they attack. What's the name of the town? They go up against the Galbadine forces.
We'll find out on
I forget
Tuesday.
the name of the town, but that whole scene, they attack the town, and then he like comes back and he gets commanded, and then he meets Renoa, and they do the waltz for the moon underneath the stars
so
and all that.
pretty.
That whole intro is awesome. So hopefully we get that far, but we'll see. In terms of classic samurai movies, may I suggest the Miyamoto Musashi trilogy with Toshiro Mifune? They're influenced by Hollywood but remain great movies that epitomize the sense of ethics of duel.
I need to take a picture of that. Actually,
sounds awesome.
I can save this.
Miyamoto Musashi.
Good stuff. Oh,
That's
thank you.
awesome. Destro WOD. I'm not interested in the Switch because there's no achievement system. I just can't play modern games without achievements. It feels awkward. All achievement trophies, some type of unlocks. I almost feel like that's a troll against me, but I know it's not. The only reason why I say that is because I'm a huge trophy hunter.
Trophy whore.
I'm a trophy whore. I'm straight up trophy whore. Any of you guys who watch the stream know that almost every game I play, I try and go for the plat. Try being the operative word because I like to play a lot of different things, but I echo that sentiment, man. I love me some trophies.
Yep.
Ultimate Warrior, yep.
What? Did I miss some?
Yeah, you're quick with it, man. You got that trigger finger.
Yeah, sorry.
We don't gotta do anything. We
I
can
guess
do
we
whatever
can
we
answer
want.
after. Yeah. Okay, fine.
This isn't NBC.
This is AMAC. Zack.
How much, Christopher Bouye? Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, Chris?
Been a while.
Yeah.
My question would be, how much input did you have into the choreography in this movie, especially your final scene?
Let's see. Tim Mann designed everything with some of Scott's moves he wanted to do, and then Tim just basically said, "Is there anything that you don't feel comfortable with?" And I was comfortable with everything. So, I didn't have much input because it was all the hard work was already done from Tim Mann.
Mm-hmm. Razor Ramon, nice. I remember him, the wrestler. Sab Arcana, your fight scenes. Scott Adkins did 1.5 million views on YouTube. All your fight scenes did so many views. It's impressive. Yeah. Now, if everybody who enjoyed the fight scene should go see the movie or purchase the movie.
Yeah.
That's how you get more movies like this. So if you really like films like this, you gotta support them. You gotta vote with your wallet. That's just how it goes.
Because
don't complain. All I'm saying is don't complain when they're not being made if you're not buying them.
Because really, guys, it's not that easy to just be like, hey, let's get money and let's make another film. Like, we need people to buy our films in order to move forward and be like, people liked our films, so there's a reason to watch the next one. If everybody's just downloading and putting on YouTube, and it just doesn't help us. It really
we appreciate the support and the love on YouTube, but yeah,
of course,
back it up with a purchase of the film, digitally or otherwise, the physical copy, to show your love, and you will get more of these.
Yeah, exactly. Woohoo! I love this comic book style ending with all of our characters. It's just so fun. Love, love, love it. Oh my gosh. So good.
Bouye mentioned Sting as well. Yeah, I think Sting. Yeah, man, that guy keeps coming back. Never dies. What belt are you from CJ Etherington?
I'm a 3rd degree black belt.
Is there any movie franchise you would love to be in from the Slam Bam?
Yeah. there's several. I would love to be in a Star Wars film. Birds of Prey would be cool. There's several.
Adam Vinson, any update on Female Fight Club 2?
No update.
Manolo Enrique, would you ever consider doing any projects for TV? You in a series would be awesome.
Yeah, of course.
The Slam Bam, would you star in a film with Tom Cruise?
Yeah, we could run right next to each other.
Time Cruise is one of my favorite actors of all time. He's got such good range.
Stop this.
Makes good action films, does a lot of his own stunts. He can do romantic comedies, he can do action, he can do drama. He's a very versatile actor. I think he gets too much hate and criticism for maybe his personal life, which is stupid. I mean, I don't go to the movies, like, I go because they're good at what they do. I like the movies they make.
That's a whole other conversation.
I don't care. Well, let's have it.
Okay.
I don't really care if he's jumping on couches or he believes in, like, I don't give a damn what his beliefs are, as long as they're not hateful, you know?
Yeah, as long as they're not hurting anybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, he's great.
I don't have to agree with artists. Artists are art. Artists are artists. They make art.
And art is subjective.
Yeah, and what does that got to do with anything?
I'm just saying, like, you don't have to like it, or you can like or hate it.
No, I'm talking about the artist, though, not the art.
And same with that.
No, people don't, like, you see.
I know what you're saying. You're saying.
Yeah, people hate on people's personal lives and who they are, and then they don't see their films, and it's like, whatever.
I get it.
Your loss. They're good at what they do. Support them, or don't. It's your opinion. I just do it for the right reasons. Can you beat Ronda Rousey? These days, you know.
Probably not. I mean, I don't know. Probably not. I don't train for that, you know.
And my judo, big girl.
She's bigger than me. Her judo is much better than mine. So if it came to the ground, she would win unless I got
if
back
it came
into,
to the ground.
Yeah, unless I got back into like very strong jujitsu and judo and whatnot. But I mean, stand up.
That's what I'm getting at. Her last 2 fights, she got obliterated.
I don't think her stand up's good at all.
It never has been good.
So I believe I could.
Yeah, she got those knockouts. I know people say it, but it doesn't mean she had good stand up. It worked for her a few times, but she never had good stand up. That's where Amy's specialty is in striking, if anything. Yeah. Not wrestling or jiu-jitsu or judo. But Amy can strike.
But I don't train so much to fight. You know, I train more for making fights look good. So I would have to get back into timing and distance and speed.
She's smaller. Like, it'd be a different weight class. Ronda Rousey's a pretty big girl. She fought at 135. Amy naturally.
I would fight at like 115 probably.
Yeah. Were they trying to save costs on the heat for the pool scene? You sacrificed so much for your art.
Yeah, because we basically shot it as a splinter unit, which means we shot it separately from the main unit, and it was after the film had already been done. So there were hardly any people on set. It was a small crew, and so I literally had one of those like little blue kiddie pools with hose water. It was so cold. We didn't have much money for it, so.
Yeah, Attack the Stack. We do a podcast. It's on the YouTube channel for Attack the Stack. We just started doing them live. We still post them every Thursday morning, but we started doing them live on Wednesday nights, and whatever we talk about Wednesday night, we record it as we're doing it live on Twitch. We post it on Thursday morning, so you can find that on the YouTube channel for Attack the Stack, as well as some other stuff coming soon. What belt are you?
3rd degree black belt.
Is there one female fighter out there you'd like to work with? Who would it be?
Michelle Yeoh.
Female fighter.
Female fighter? Oh.
You know who I've always really liked as... I
like Gina Carano. Because I like her personality.
I was gonna say, it was right on my tip of my tongue. She just retired. beat Holm, got the belt, and then got beat by Nunes and retired.
Oh,
You guys know who I'm talking about.
what is her name? Why her?
Because she's got a good personality. She's really nice. She's professional. She's always been that way. Rousey always rubbed me the wrong way. Her personality did.
Well, she was putting on a show. She knows. I mean,
yeah, and the
same
show
thing as Connor.
The show rubbed me, and same with him. They both rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah.
Like to work with someone, I think she would be pleasant to work with. And she's one of the greatest of all time for women. There's
also two younger girls, or two girls in the 115 division. Michelle Watterson, karate hottie, and also a blonde girl, Paige Van Zant. Actually, they both seem really great. And like they have really great attitudes. They have fun with it. Probably be.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like when you talk about female fighters, it doesn't matter what their skill level is or was. It's like, do they seem like cool people?
And also in film, like it doesn't really matter what your fight skill levels are because it's totally different. Yeah. It's nice to have a fighting background, but it's a totally different thing.
Yeah, and as far as Rousey's concerned, everyone who knows her or has known her has had nothing but great things to say about her. So
yeah,
it could just be a case where, like Amy said, it's a show.
It's a show.
Rubs people the wrong way, but really she's a sweetheart. I don't know.
I've heard nothing but great things about her.
Who's your best live action Batman? For me, Ben Affleck. And are you guys excited for Avengers 4 Endgame? I think Ben Affleck's underrated, but he's not my favorite.
Who's your favorite? Do you have a favorite?
Probably
Christian Bale.
No, definitely. Christian Bale's good, but no, mine. I'm always gonna have a soft spot for man, what's
the
wrong?
OG. I know, I'm like that today too. I know who you're talking
Batman
about.
And Batman Returns.
It's what's his name? I got you.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those films. That was when I was growing up, and the thing about those films that I like the best is the direction
of the world, right?
Yeah, of Gotham.
It felt right. Like Gotham felt right.
Gotham, yeah, exactly.
My dad was in that film as like a stunt person. Yeah, so crazy.
And that was directed by Tim Burton, by the way. Oh, and are we excited for Avengers 4? I don't even see those Marvel movies anymore, but I do see all the Avengers ones, so I think this one will be the same. I'll check it out. I'm not excited, like, I can't wait. I can definitely wait, but I'll see it when it comes out.
A lot of my friends and people that I know very closely have worked on the film, so I'm excited to see like what they created and how they've done their job. That's always exciting to me.
It's the Taurus Awards. TORTAUR. Oh yeah, like Toro.
Yeah, or Taurus.
Well, it's come from.
Yeah.
I don't know. It might be some Greek or Roman meaning behind the Latin.
Okay.
Slam Bam. Just thought that without stunt doubles, half the actors wouldn't really be there.
Yeah, I mean, stunt doubles end up doing a lot. Sometimes the actors are very capable, though. It's just a matter of insurance. Like, you don't want the actor to get hurt. That's the main reason stunt doubles are there, is so that the actors don't get hurt.
The actors would still be there. They would just be exposed, like if they try to do the stuff, or
they might get injured.
Or they might get injured, or the films wouldn't be what they are.
Yeah.
They'd be lesser films because of it, but. I didn't know Paul Bettany said anything like that about Jason Statham, Psycho Gold, but it seems, to be honest, it seems more and more. I mean, Dan here sent me a video of a Hollywood Reporter recognizing some of the stunt women who work in the industry. What?
It was just Marvel. It was all the women of Marvel. They did this thing called Women of Marvel, and they got the actors and the stunt doubles to talk. Like there was Scarlett Johansson and
yeah. Can I just get to my point?
Yeah, go ahead.
The point I was making, it seems more and more that the industry, or some of the actors in the industry, are publicly recognizing the hard work of the stunt doubles that work on the films with them.
We're getting there.
So I don't know what's up with Paul, but I don't know anything about that. Shem Logo says I agree with him. And special effects is kind of ambiguous. Stunt performer recognition pulls the curtain back too much. Couldn't disagree more. I think that's a curtain well worth pulling back. I think stunt performers.
Performer recognition pulls the curtain back too much.
Yeah, I think that curtain needs to be pulled back. Absolutely.
I think that's what he's saying. Like he was agreeing with me that the special effects are too much and that we should see more. I
don't think so. It literally says stunt performer recognition pulls the curtain back too much. I don't think that's true. I'd love to see that curtain pulled all the way back.
Yeah, me too.
If you're an adult and you're watching a movie and you don't know that there's like people who make these things, you're delusional anyways. Like, of course they're not real. But none of this shit's real.
But sometimes you're so in the film that you don't think about it. Like you don't.
That's fine, but on Academy Award night, you're not watching the films anymore.
Okay.
You're honoring them and the people that make them. So, no. But thank you for your that's a reasonable opinion, Tremlonko. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to see what the last comment is, and then we're going to... So the last comment we see right now is, you should be the next Marvel girl. So once we get to that, we're going to cut it. Okay. One just came in. I'll do that one.
Okay.
Ong Bak. Yeah. We love Ong Bak. So Slam Bam, that's the last comment. So let's get to that, and then we'll wrap it up.
Okay. I think we're almost there.
Winter Warrior scene, did you really swing?
I'm not quite sure what you're saying, sorry. And you're right, Chris. John Wick's story was good. I'm just saying I think the best part about it is the action, and they knew it was an action movie and they went strong with you.
How did we meet, and was it love at first sight?
It's a long story, but you can
say I don't believe in love at first sight.
I don't either.
Infatuation at first attraction. Sight.
We met on the film of a movie called Go For It.
On the film? You already ruined it.
Whatever, I'm trying to get through this quickly. We met
Do you want me to tell it?
No.
Okay. Well, you're trying to rush everything. I'm trying to do this the right way.
Okay,
let's not rush these fans that spend their hard-earned time. Well, they don't earn the time, but let's spend their time with us.
I appreciate it.
We already said where the cutoff was, so we don't need to rush.
You're right. Okay. I was just trying to make sure that we got to everybody's question.
We will.
But so we met on set of a film called Go For It with an exclamation point. It was a dance film, and we were extras because we had just gotten into the industry. He's not in the industry like that anymore. He can tell you all about his journey. But we met, we were dance partners, and he gave me he was really cool when I saw him. He had these headphones on. He was in the corner. He wasn't being all annoying like most people. And he was he gave me this rap that he just made up. And I was like, oh, I like this guy. And he let me hear a song with these really cool beats. And I was like, oh, okay. And then we were dance partners. You could see us in the film. I did a rap? You did a rap for me.
Must have been high. I don't remember that.
But it was so good. And he was just so chill and honest and real. That I was like, oh, you're awesome. That was and then we were best friends, and we just saw each other every day, and yeah.
What makes a company the most money? Is it better to buy physical or digital? I prefer to own the real thing personally, physical. But what about rental?
That is a very good question.
I don't know without a shadow of doubt, but I would imagine that the digital makes more money for the companies because they're not having to pay for the physical space in a retail store and moving the product to the store.
I believe you're correct as well.
So digital.
Yeah.
The thing I like about the physical copies though is all of the extra content that comes with a lot of them. What?
Peter has something to say. At first, I was with Amy on strong, mentally and physical female leads, but thinking about it, I have to agree with Zack that a great female lead doesn't rely on strength. However, I didn't say that they rely on strength.
No, we're on the same page.
We're on the same page.
We're definitely on the same page. We've had this conversation ad nauseum.
I was just trying to explain the idea of why women want to be strong on film, and that idea is because a lot of characters have been, playing that victim, and we need more variety of women. That's all I was saying. But we're definitely on the same page.
Digital rental, does it give the company enough money? Does it help? Anytime you're viewing the film legitimately and you're not downloading it illegally, it helps. Whether you're buying it physical or digital or renting it physical, if those are out there anymore. I think there was one Blockbuster left in Alaska last time I checked. But if you do Redbox or anytime you're viewing the movie legally and legitimately, it helps. That's all. That is all.
Oh, and it was Misha Tate.
Misha Tate, yes.
Yeah, she seems amazing.
Misha Tate's awesome.
She has a podcast
She's my favorite
now, actually.
of all time.
I need to listen to that. She just had a baby, too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
With who?
I don't know.
Because she just split with her longtime boyfriend.
Oh, I don't know.
You know what annoys me? It's a film based on a British comic with Scott Adkins at the helm, mostly shot in the UK, and yet here in the UK you can't buy the film in HD. Makes no sense. That doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make sense. That's really annoying. I don't know why that is, but that's frustrating.
Would you be a Sith or Jedi? Jedi, Sith.
Hey, why did you take that from me?
True.
Yeah, that is true. Actually.
You haven't noticed from this conversation already? I'm definitely the Sith here.
Next question.
What is your most fun memory of filming this one, or the funniest moment from behind the scenes?
The best memory is slobbering beer down my chin as all of those amazing actors were watching me do so, and then being able to burp after. That was very good.
Demetrius Smith says, "Can we be friends? I'd like to work with you someday. I fill out my talent." Yeah, there's actually a friend form on Amy's official site. You fill that out.
Stupid.
Make sure you include your credit card details and you sign at the bottom, and
Social
just know
Security
that. Oh yeah, Social Security.
Good too.
No, of course.
Kidding,
anyone here, you guys are friends. Anyone who's supported Amy throughout her career, whether you're new to the party or you've been there since the beginning.
Yeah, you guys are all amazing, and we're trying to get to know you better because we're all a community.
I mean, I recognize a lot of the names in here. I recognize them from past streams. I actually remember some of their stories, what they're doing or where they live, and some of their thoughts and opinions on various topics and stuff. So we're getting to know you guys, and we really enjoy it.
Yeah, you're all wonderful. Here. Psycho said, Zack, your views on people's personal lives are the same as mine. Everyone was hating on Kiefer Sutherland for a long time, but it didn't stop me from watching 24,
24 is awesome.
Is great.
24
Did we finish that? I think we have like one more season.
No, we've got a few. But yeah.
It's good though. I really love that.
One of the best. If you guys like action movies and you're looking for a good like action show, there's some well, I guess it's more suspense thriller, but 24 I can't say enough good things about.
It's definitely action though.
Did we skip anyone?
No, we didn't.
No, we asked about Shinobi Heart Underblade again.
Dan did.
We haven't, but we'll check it out, Dan, in time. I still gotta watch the Jesselneck comedy special you've been talking about forever.
Miko or Meko5, thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Thank you all for being here.
He or she's probably already gone, but yeah, thanks.
But thank you.
So they were out of money.
What are you talking about?
The pool.
Oh. Hold on, guys.
Christopher Boyer says, "Oh my God!" So
well, they weren't technically out of money, but like after you create the film and based off of a budget, and you expect that to be the end, but we got to add that in there, so there wasn't a ton of money for that. If that makes sense.
Psycho, thanks for the subscribe. I forgot to mention, segue real quick. So over at Attack the Stack, my video game Twitch stream channel, that Amy is sometimes featured on when she wants to hang out with us, that I've been talking about. We're giving away a holiday gift. I can't say what the gift is, but
It's
anyone
so cool.
anyone who subscribes before the end of the stream we do this coming Thursday will be receiving the gift while supplies last, because if there's like an inundation
if it gets crazy,
dozens and dozens of subscribers, then I won't be able to fulfill all those. So I'll just say first come, first serve.
Then also if you're a follower.
But oh yeah, so you don't have to subscribe to get one, although if you do subscribe you will get one. If you're a follower of the channel and you want a shot at one, we are going to be doing picking a random winner among the followers of the channel who are live and present during one of the streams this coming week. So tune in Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Can't say which day it'll be, you just have to be present if you want a shot at that. But
I'm so excited for this gift, guys. I want one really badly. Like, I might get myself one. I will get
You're giving away too much.
What? How am I giving away anything?
It's something now. They know that it's something.
One.
Okay.
It could
Anyways.
be anything. It could be.
Yeah. But thanks for the subscription, Psycho. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Okay, boom, boom, boom.
Rousey's show was lame. Rousey had a show?
I don't know. We skipped Peter. He said, when I watched Haywire, I didn't know who Gina Carano was, but the first action scene, I knew immediately that she was much more than an actress. That's why I look forward to seeing Amy more. Yeah, I think Gina Carano has a nice... she looks good on camera, and she has a very natural approach to her acting. I think she's pretty good.
Christopher Bouye agrees with my sentiments on Conor McGregor, the showman. Conor McGregor, the fighter, I can respect, but
where are we?
Conor McGregor, the showman, I can't. Just said not a fan of Conor. Even my Irish friends admit that he displays the worst of Irish culture.
He does, but again, he's putting on a show. He's made so much money, guys.
It's a toxic show.
Yeah.
Bad for the sport. As far as how it's seen, it might be good for it money wise, but there's more than money. Especially when you're talking about martial arts, man. You're sullying what martial arts is and has always been.
Yeah, it's changing the sport entirely. The money aspect of it, just a business at this point.
Why should there be a lot of camera movements on action films? Goki.
That's a good question. There shouldn't necessarily be. I think, honestly, this is a whole conversation, but I think it's so popular now to move the camera like crazy and not see the action. But me personally, I grew up on Hong Kong action cinema, where you see like a wide, almost theater shot of the action, because these people are really doing these things. The reason there's usually a lot of movement is to add chaos where there's no chaos. So that's usually for actors who aren't really doing the action so well. But when you have talented performers, you should be able to pull out and actually see what's going on. So I prefer less movement. I prefer movement that goes with the choreography.
Oh yeah, Bruce Willis, I've heard, is a dirtbag behind the scenes. Never met him, don't know for sure, but I've read multiple things and I know Kevin Smith refuses to work with him.
Wait, who? I wasn't.
Bruce Willis.
Oh.
Slam Bam says gets me mad when people like Bruce Willis never praise stunt doubles. Yeah.
I mean, but a lot of that is also their publicists, because again, it's supposed to be this magic idea that they're doing everything, because that gives them more value.
Yeah, but you're a grown ass man, dude. If you don't have this respect in your heart and the decency to credit the people who deserve credit, I don't give a damn about a publicist. You're a grown ass man. You can make your own decisions. You tell your publicist, "Hey, I'm gonna put some shine where it belongs, and I'm gonna talk about the people that make me look good."
Right.
That's being a captain of your own ship and not letting people dictate it for you. So
I agree.
I'd die on that hill.
I agree.
People give credit where it's due.
I'm with you.
And I like Bruce Willis a lot. Like I said, that's another guy. People talk shit about him and his personality, and I've heard that, but I still watch his movies because, well, these days I don't know how many movies he's making anymore. But yeah, I'm a fan of his.
Blah blah blah.
Love Die Hard. Speaking of which, it's Christmas time.
It's a great Christmas movie. We should watch that movie.
It's a great Christmas movie. It is a Christmas movie.
It's like one of my favorite Christmas movies.
It's got to be one of the top 5, yeah.
Okay.
Is Latin for bull, bovine, etc. That makes sense. Thank you. I did say Latin, did I?
No, you didn't.
I said bullcrap. I said Greek, Roman, and I said maybe Latin.
With no pun intended? That's amazing. Did you say bullcrap?
Yeah, why? Oh, yeah.
Nice. Yeah. You didn't mean to do that. likes it.
What was Chris Cyborg like to work with?
I've never worked with Chris Cyborg. I'm sure she's cool.
It's from Manolo Enrique. They had this stunt woman on The Flash.
Cool.
Yeah. Thanks, Dan. Slam Bam says women actors should get paid the same as male actors, or in some cases more.
There's this big conversation about women getting less than men and men getting more than women, but it's really the situation. Like, are they doing the same thing? Are they putting the same hours in? Are they bringing in the same audiences? Like, there's a lot more to that. I don't think that's fair.
Yeah, it's too simple to just say that they should get paid the same as males, because in a lot of cases some women get paid more than males.
Yeah.
Some males get paid more than women.
Mm-hmm.
It has to do with, like she said, their name, how many people they're putting in
and
seats,
what they're doing.
Yeah, and what they're doing in the film. Are they showing any skin? Like I said, that stuff matters. Are they having to get in shape?
Or lose
that stuff
crazy
matters.
weight.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that go into that. So I agree, and some should get paid more, and some should get paid equal.
And sometimes they have better managers that are able to negotiate more. Like, it's there's a lot that goes on.
All right, we caught up. We hit that mark. So.
Oh, we did. Oh my god.
Well, you can lightning round it if you want.
Okay, let's lightning round. Which we call it. Yeah. Thank you, CJ. We've obviously seen Ong Bak. Great films.
Emmett says, I agree with him, and we do get lost in a movie. Forget it's fake.
Okay. Aww.
I recognize Emmett. That guy's been around since the beginning of your YouTube channel.
Yeah, Emmett's great.
Comments. Yeah.
I don't know if there's going to be a female fight club 2. It was in the works, but not quite sure where it's at right now. Riven XI. He's still around. His name is Chris Cowan. He's actually a second unit director on a lot of films now, and a lot of people from the 1,000 Pounds Action Company have gone out to be very successful. So we're all still around.
Chris Cowan, did you say his name?
Yeah, Chris Cowan.
Chris Cowan, you guys can look him up. He worked on Star Wars and what was that?
What was that British
Kingsman.
one? Kingsman. Yeah. And yes, Dwayne Johnson, I think he's wonderful. That's somebody who I'd really like to work with because he just seems like a great guy. And he does praise his stunt doubles. He is always talking about that. It's his stunt double is actually his cousin. 1, 2, and 3 Home Alone films are his favorite Christmas movie. Look, he's doing that.
Oh my god. Did we do
That's
that
a thumbnail. That's a perfect thumbnail. Done.
Yeah, that's Home Alone. I don't know which one I like more, 1 or 2, but it's got to be my favorite Christmas holiday movie of all time.
Action Christmas movies, question mark. Die Hard.
There's not many, right?
No, but there should be more. There should definitely be more.
There could be more.
If you guys haven't seen Bad Santa, that's a fun one.
I was just going to say Bad Santa's got to be one of my favorites.
That's a good one.
That's a good mix. Like Home Alone 1 and 2, or 1 and 2, Bad Santa, Die Hard. Like, you're getting kind of a kid's movie. It brings you back to your childhood, but it's funny still. And then, well, to my childhood at least. And then Die Hard is your action movie, and Bad Santa is like your rated R, hard R comedy.
It's very...
The sequel was not good, but the first
one's really fun.
And then you can throw in like... What's the one? The black and white one? Not White Christmas, but
What? Oh my God! It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, It's a Wonderful Life. And I'd be remiss if I didn't drop a Christmas Story.
Oh, well, that's classic.
A lot of my peers think that's their favorite. That's in my top 3.
Classic.
There's 5 right there. Holiday movies to check out.
And yes, Peter, I totally agree with you. It's for people who understand martial arts, it's easy to see the actors that don't know it. Oh yeah,
Lethal Weapon. That's true. Yeah. That's true. I'd go with Die Hard over Die Hard 2. Especially right now during this holiday.
And DJ, there's plenty of fight scenes and concepts that we have planned for YouTube and all of the content that we want to create. So there's plenty of good stuff coming. Just again, a matter of like how much we can get done in a day.
Yeah, the notifications with Twitch, I've looked into it on forums, on Reddit and whatnot. It happens to a lot of streamers. The best thing I can say, like I have a schedule, is just know the schedule. We're 5 p.m. Pacific time, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays when we stream.
The notifications do work though. They work for me and for several people. They
do work for some people, others they don't. So if you're not receiving them, just know, like I said, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific time, usually when we're on. Sometimes we start a bit late. But if you ever tune in and we're not live on one of those days, you can always check out the official Twitter page for Attack the Stack. It's attack_the_stack. And I always post there when we're not streaming for whatever reason.
And I always retweet stuff from Attack the Stack so you guys can easily find it. There's some really fun videos on his YouTube too. So I think that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining again. I'm so happy that you're getting to know Zach and we're getting to know you guys. I loved watching Accident Man again. Super fun film, and I'm so happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, we're gonna be building. So I was gonna ask you, what are you guys up to for the rest of the day? Today we might do some errands and stuff. We're building out a little bit of a studio here, a second studio.
Yeah,
because this isn't working. This setup we have right now, my little office space, it's too cramped. So we're gonna be building out a little studio
with a nice backdrop and
a little set, so we can do more with that with Amy and with Attack the Stack.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. That should be hopefully up before the end of the year.
Yeah, guys, we have so much we're doing. I wish we could talk about everything, but there's just so many things on our agenda. But one thing at a time.
Yeah, the biggest problem is we talk about them and then
it's like
it takes like 4 times longer for us to get them done, because that's just the creative process. Just how it is with me. Like, I'm not so concerned about rushing things. I just like to do them right, and sometimes the creative process that's just how it is.
It's a hard balance to create and also like understand the business aspect of it. So, but we have plenty of good things. So I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas. We'll see you before that. Hopefully come visit us on Attack the Stack stream next week. And
and we'll think about doing the stream, like doing this every Saturday maybe, or maybe even once a month, or we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Other action films, we'll think about it, talk about it, and I'm sure she'll tweet about it if she decides to go forward with that.
Yeah, you guys, and if there's one specific movie you want us to start with next, let us know. Maybe put it in the comments or comment here in this thread right now, and we'll do kind of a vote and see what you guys want us to watch first, or what we all want to watch together. Because I have some films in my mind that I want to do, but I want to know
what's your top 3.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Enter the Dragon, and then maybe like Kickboxer. Those would be, or maybe like, go ahead, what?
I wouldn't do any of those. Those are all great films. I would do something that like most people haven't seen. I would like go back to 70s.
Like Shaw Brothers films?
Yeah, that's what I would do. Do stuff that a lot of people haven't seen, or stuff that we can like laugh and have fun with.
Yeah. Like,
and still respect.
What about like Kung Pao or fun films like that too? That'd be fun.
Maybe eventually, but I would start with the
Shaw Brothers
maybe stuff
style
like that.
And era.
Because all those movies you mentioned, they're really popular. I think most people have seen them. That's fine, but
that's true. You're right. I got excited.
We can work our way up then, but we need to pay our respect and dues and homage to guys that started this stuff.
Yeah. Okay. But yes, let us know. Keep commenting. Comment down below, and then just like somebody's comment if you agree with them, so we can just start understanding what you guys want to see.
Yeah, you guys are the best. Really, you guys are cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for not
hating,
booing me off the stage.
Oh no, I would never boo you.
Oh, hey, that reminds me real quick while I'm getting out of here. So
I'm getting out of here.
I do stand up as well. I just started.
Yes.
It's something I've wanted to do for a while. So I do some stand up. I have my own personal YouTube page, Attack from aside from the Attack the Stack channel, which is video game related right now, I do have my own personal page. There's only one video up. I did a little stand-up session. It's like 10-12 minutes long back on Halloween. I'm gonna be doing another one sometime here in the next few days to a week. So if you guys like stand-up comedy and you don't mind someone who's a little controversial but honest and authentic with his thoughts and opinions,
he's got a lot of good stuff to say, guys, and he's got some good content coming soon.
You be the judge, but it's not safe for work stuff. It's not
child friendly.
It's not kid friendly. So don't show up and be like, "What did he just say?" But if that's your type of thing, you can check out what's there, or stay tuned to my personal Twitter page or Instagram page, and I'll post updates there.
Yeah, in this last stand-up that he did, you can hear me laughing in the background. I was literally like holding my face like this and trying not to laugh in the video, but he's got some good stuff, guys.
All right, I'm done. I'm done. Thank you. Really, we appreciate your time, love, and support.
This is
for
so
Amy,
fun.
and thanks for having me on board, guys. I really appreciate it, sincerely.
And I love getting to know you guys and like gals and getting to talk about things like this that we're all passionate about. So let's keep it going. Like I said, comment down below. Let us know what you think would be fun to watch next. And we are out.
Yeah, have a good day, have a good weekend, and a good week, and hopefully we see you guys soon. Thanks.
Bye.